Oh God, how does one start a D&D session? It's been so long. I'm nervous.
So,
Oh, hold on. I forgot to grab dice.
bitch.
And then I
I'll be right
accepted
back.
poison from her to kill a man.
Alright, the DM left to get dice. That means that he can't fail us.
Mhm.
Quick, get into combat.
Yeah, basically we ended that by pretending to side with her when she said she wanted the Baron dead, but that we were talking amongst ourselves, and at the very least we were saying, we're straight up not gonna kill Isaac if we don't have to.
Well,
The Baron, it was, if it can be helped, we're not gonna kill Isaac. If
and
he
then I went
decides
and got
to,
poisoned and
well,
planned to kill him on my own.
that was a very vague, I just need poison, just in case.
Still have it.
You do still have it.
Yeah, and then
Maybe I should poison her now.
I guess this is kind of where we left off, if that's where we're leaving off, or are we gonna leave off the next day? Because that was the night that Cuvier got arrested again.
We'll leave off around there then.
Okay.
I think that is.
Is
I
that
think
a-
that is a good spot. That's where we're picking back up. Just while you guys are on your way out, I need everyone to make a perception check with disadvantage, except Cuvier, who can make a normal perception check.
Oh, I should have to open D&D Beyond. Forgot
So,
about that.
out of character, Clypius, is your ultimate plan to kill the new mayor, blame it on Strahd, and get the entirety of Wallaki to join us in this crusade of death? And by death, I
You
mean
th-
our death.
You think I have a larger plan?
I'm gonna do the stereotypical, but can I use my passive perception and then give you an
No.
actual number?
Actually, you know what? What's everyone's passive perceptions? That's a. That's
No,
a much
I'm
better
taking that
indicator.
number now that I've rolled it.
No, now that I forgot passive perception was the thing.
Fucker.
What's everyone's passive for? Passive perception?
13.
Is it hearing based? Because
My PP is 15.
isn't passive shit, like, if you naturally have advantage on it, you get
You
plus
get a
5
plus
or minus
five.
5?
5. Just give me your current.
Basic
everyone tell me your
perception, 18.
That's just your normal. You have
Yes.
plus 8 perception? Jesus Christ. All right.
15.
Okay.
That
17.
was my skill expert that I took right as we leveled up, so I've
okay.
never actually used it.
Well, in that case, nobody else but Cuvier notices that there seems to be a there seems to be a raven following you guys.
I mean, when isn't there?
That's fair.
Bird's back.
Bird back?
Bird's back.
The bird's
Time
back.
to make an obscure reference that only Colin will understand.
No,
I heard a
fucker.
bird.
Yeah. The video doesn't even exist anymore.
No, it doesn't. I tried to find it. It doesn't exist.
Anyway,
You didn't
okay.
hallucinate it?
Now that Tarmac has been informed of the presence of a bird, can he attempt to roll to casually identify this bird?
Yeah, go
The
for it.
blue-winged raven. that
Well,
was-
actually, Tarmac, looking around, you don't actually see a raven following you.
Cuvier, are you all right?
Mhm.
I don't see a raven anywhere. I mean, I'm not. You're more perceptive than me. Like, I understand. So, I trust you, but just making sure that you're not, seeing things. Don't got any ghosts up in your head,
It is
Well,
on
in
the
all fairness
crest
to
of the
Cuvier,
building at 5 o'clock from us right now.
Well, as,
Like,
as
Earth-
you're saying,
Tarmac,
as you're saying this, the raven actually takes off and flies away.
Well, now it's flying away, so.
Does Tarmac see it?
No.
In all fairness, Tarmac, there's not a chance that Cuvier could have seen it if he wanted to.
Wait, what?
They're blind.
I keep forgetting that, and I'm real sorry about that. I gotta say, Cuvier, I'm not used to it, but honestly, that just makes you being the one to notice the bird all the more impressive. Just want to give you props
Well,
for that.
If a blind person says that there's a bird and none of the rest of the people see it, was there really a bird?
Yes, I'm telling you.
I've never been very good at philosophy.
I don't think this is philosophy. I think this is just basic understanding of perception.
I think it was an invisible bird. Mostly because I'm on the I trust Cuvier train today.
It's a real short ride. Get ready to hop off at any second.
I'm ready. I've got my parachute.
And the invisible birds, apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say
you
it's
guys
so
are
nice
you guys
being
are
able
free
to
to
have different
free to
tabs
go-
open again.
you guys are free to Velaki.
Oh right. Okay. Cuvier, right? Not Cuvier.
That's their
Sorry.
name.
I was actually. It's funny because I didn't even mean to say Cuvier. I literally meant to say Clypeus. So Clypeus.
Uh-huh.
Usually I'm big on the investigating things. I'm really good at it. I think you're gonna have to take point on this one though, because the metaphysical being that's piloting my brain right now had a very long day at work,
I see. I
and-
see.
and so he's gonna be a bit slow today when it comes to the investigating and intelligence thing.
Is this your way of telling me that you found drugs here and you didn't tell me?
No, the problem is that I haven't found any drugs here.
Understandable. I'll take it
Should
on.
I take a long rest?
Why?
Because we left off after our fight with Anastrasya, so I have nothing.
Oh,
This is a previous day, so I
this is a
imagine we're
previous
long
day,
rested.
so yeah, you
Okay.
guys are long rested. Yeah, don't worry.
I just wanted to make sure.
I believe you guys are right at around right. Sorry. Let me pull up the
This does beg an interesting question, Gary, because we did level up at the end of last session.
Shush. We're having a really good day right now.
Accept it.
We're having a good day. We're feeling powerful.
I don't have any combat prepared right now. I'm not
I more
really...
just meant that I have access to spells I didn't before.
like
No,
what?
here's
what
what-
do
here's
you,
what-
what do
no.
you have?
Are they divination spells?
No, but one of them is Dispel Magic. I could also bring a tidal wave in if that might help us.
Honestly,
Well-
I think it'll be fine.
I was
If
gonna
it's
say,
only third
one
level
thing we
spells,
can
I
say
think we're okay.
is we did level up, and then we went and did something stupid and took a jaunt into the mist, and then leveled back down for the fight with Anastrasya.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
No,
Doesn't sound
I'm
like
happy.
something I do.
You're. I'm fine with you having Dispel Magic and stuff. It's not going to ruin anything.
Okay.
And
But
if
you don't
and if it
have remove
does, I can just
curse.
be difficult. Yeah, sorry. It's amazing. It doesn't seem to exist. Can't seem to find Remove Curse anywhere.
I mean, imagine taking Remove Curse. That doesn't remove anything you actually, need to remove a curse from.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are... Sorry, I had to refresh Roll20 because it's just refusing to load things. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Alright, now this is just me forgetting, but what was with the raven? I can't find
Blue
it in the
and
note.
Raven, we're assuming was Mirabelle Mardukov, I think was her name. And we already did all the shit with the Mardukovs where, like, we know that they're stockpiling silver weapons and like are against Strahd and have been kind of working in the shadows to kind of prepare for the next able squad to come through and possibly take out Strahd.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
So you guys currently are on the map right around N4. Here, this is. You guys can't see the GM notes.
Correct.
So is this visible? What can you guys see on this? I just shared areas of Velocity
We
with
can
you.
see the N1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
That's it, and it says what their names are, but doesn't show you anything beyond that.
It
Correct.
doesn't show the
Names,
names
just
of them,
the
it just
numbers.
shows the numbers.
Oh. No, I check your journals. I shared something with you called Areas of Velocity.
That one
It's a
also doesn't
handout?
say names.
Oh.
It just shows numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see Lake Zarevich and Old Svalish Road.
Alright. Well, that didn't work. So basically, just to give you a quick rundown, the church is over by N1.
Yep.
Areas you guys probably care about are gonna be, there's the Blue Water Inn
Burgomaster?
at N2. The mansion and the Burgermeister's mansion is over at N3. And Wachter House is N4. Those are the main ones you gotta worry about right now.
Okay.
You're banned from N6. You're not allowed to go to the coffin maker's shop. It's weird.
Guys,
You
I
guys
really
go
want
that
to
way,
go to N6. I just
you
have
guys
this
try to go
strange
that way,
feeling.
and you keep running into this wall that none of the pedestrians seem to be hitting while walking.
Mhm.
Just,
Does
like,
not open
stopping
from this
you.
side.
Yeah.
Well, Gary,
Exactly.
here's
We're still
here's
doing
a
the walking
very-
animation, just like sliding back and forth along this
Exactly.
invisible barrier.
Here's a very meta question that I feel like may be important right
course.
now. If we were to discover a certain somebody, which of these ends would you recommend going to?
I would recommend going to the Burgermeister's mansion,
Okay, I have a strange feeling we should go to the Burgermeister's mansion. guys.
which interestingly is also where Victor is.
Yeah, I want to talk to that little shithead. I just want to talk to him. I just want
Yeah,
to.
just wanna.
Just inquire about some cat-related matters.
I just want to talk to him.
Oh no.
I just want to talk to him.
Yeah, alright, so you guys head to the Burgermeister's mansion. You see this mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars, with plasters fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. You do see there are people coming and going, like guards. This seems to be a hub for much of the control of the city, unsurprisingly, or the small town. And you see flyers being handed out for people to set up for the festival that is supposed to be the Festival of the Rise of the Blazing Sun, which is supposed to be happening tomorrow. The doors to the main mansion are currently open.
What's the thoroughfare going in and out of the mansion? There are a lot of people, like...
There's some people, it seems to be either people that are perhaps volunteered to help with preparations, and guards mostly.
Now,
Not-
it seemed
not-
to...
There are some spaces where there's nobody going in and out. There's sometimes where there's maybe 3 to 4 people entering and exiting. Not incredibly
I
busy.
It could be my memory being weird with everything, but I seem to remember us being kicked out of here previously.
We?
Some of us? I don't remember who was in that group.
It was mostly Cuvier, I think. Right? Wasn't it mostly Cuvier?
I don't remember.
I think Maurice was also there.
Yeah.
If we were to take a guess.
I just mean more of who is anyone going to say stop us from trying to enter this building because of a previous thing we've done that
You
we
get the
may or may
sense
not
that
remember
that
what
will
we
not
did.
happen right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be a little more generous with this, just because to get people back in the flow of playing.
Fuck it, I'll just walk in then.
Yeah, nobody stops you.
I follow Clippius's lead.
You do see a like just shortly inside there is a guard. He doesn't stop you if you walk in like you know where you're going. It's not gonna try anything. Let me take you to the mansion. Let me take you to the map. Let's see. I guess so. There's not a guard, but there is a maid right at the entrance.
Whoops!
Are we supposed to have vision?
Oh, your token completely vanished when I clicked on it. What the fuck?
I dragged my token onto the map and landed in a random spot and then deleted it because I panicked because I'm pretty sure I was seeing something I wasn't supposed to.
You dragged yourself into the kitchens. Don't
Do you want us like is the
if everyone
can you
could
ping? Okay.
If everyone could drop their tokens right here. Also, I am so sorry. I'll be right back. I had a big lunch. Welcome back. All right. So, sorry about that.
You should be.
Our characters are a little fucked up.
Yeah, you don't
is this
say.
daytime?
Yeah.
Okay, can you set the map to being daytime?
Oh, is it not? Okay.
It is for me.
It is for me. I think you just
It's for
don't have
it's
any vision.
daytime only because you guys have dark vision.
It
No,
says
like
it's
I
on
have color
daylight mode.
vision. I just think Areta just doesn't have any vision.
You should have vision.
I'm
It
gonna
should
reload
be
roll 20, but
Also,
as of
Gary,
right now, the only vision I have is Cuvier.
Tarmac and I are big again.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you make sure that it's daytime, Gary? Because this is my vision. This might crash my computer.
Yeah, that's okay.
Watch this. Boom.
What the fuck? Okay, it is daytime. Hold on. Stop moving for a second. Okay.
Wait, I didn't try walking through the door. Maybe it does that for me too. Nope, it works for me.
What the hell?
You guys can move through
the door is closed, so I no longer vision on Cuvier.
All right, hold on. Let me save.
Yeah, Cuvier, go inside the building.
I stole your vision completely, Areta.
Okay.
What the fuck? Oh, here, let me shrink Giant Clippius.
Oh.
And giant tarmac. There you go.
All right.
I'm teeny now.
Let's see.
Can I have a 5-foot dark vision so that I can wander through the halls with my hands out?
I guess I'm gonna give you dark vision.
I like how everyone else's portraits are in color and then Tarmac is black and white. It looks like a fucking funeral photo for him.
I mean, it might as well.
Well,
be.
Foreshadowing.
I just don't have the original. Like
Yeah, I don't
I
either,
have
is the
the
problem.
original tarmac. This is the updated
Hold on,
tarmac,
I think
and
I
then there
have
was
it.
the
I fixed
blue
it.
the blue updated tarmac.
I fixed it for you, Brian.
Alright, did you give me dark vision or did you not
Nope.
give me dark vision? Okay, cool.
I just turned some settings on, and I did the IT thing of turn it off and turn it back on.
Alright, I can now see things, and holy shit, there's a person inside.
Yeah, it's just a maid.
The maid did it.
She's busy cleaning.
The butler.
You see some stairs. Well, you see what you see. You see some stairs heading up, and you see a long hall.
What are the bundles?
They are. Oh, they're bundles of wood. They appear to be part of the preparations for the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Which make an intelligence check for me.
Can I make the assumption that something bonfire?
Yes, very good. Yeah. Sorry, that came out much more sarcastic than I meant to, but yes, exactly. You also hear you hear some conversation coming from this room over here. It's all women's voices.
We're just walking in.
I'm a eavesdrop. I'm a see if I can't give myself a little listen.
All right, make me a perception check. Yeah.
Just perking my ear up.
It sounds like it kind of sounds like a bad imitation of a tea party. Like everyone sounds a little like most of the voices don't really sound like they know what they're supposed to be doing there, but you do hear the sounds of like eating and drinking. But yeah, it sounds like someone's trying to have a tea party in there, and it sounds very awkward.
Okay. I have so many questions, Gary, is the problem with that description. There are so many. I now want...
It's just an awkward tea party, don't worry about it.
Okay, it's just an awkward tea party.
Yeah, it's just an awkward tea party.
Alright, well, what's this awkward tea party about?
Yeah, I mean...
What are they discussing?
Yeah, why is it awkward? What are those dynamics?
So, you hear one voice trying to, get everyone to talk about a book, but it doesn't sound like anyone else has read it. So she's, trying to ask leading questions.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know the feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
Now,
curiosity,
is this a book that we may have acquired on our journey through here?
No, it sounds like...
Oh, it's not a book
Honestly,
I've ever heard of?
Have I
Can I
heard
make
of
a
it?
check?
Sure, you may make a check to see if you've heard of the book.
What check do I make?
just out of curiosity, have we all just
Roll me a
walked
D20.
into the manor
With disadvantage.
and stopped in our eavesdropping outside of
Yeah,
the store
the maid
with
is kind
this
of watching
maid
you.
standing right here, watching everyone?
I said with disadvantage. What did you roll?
That is with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no. You needed a 20. You haven't heard of the book.
Damn it.
If you're
Okay,
1 in
okay.
400 chance.
Okay, I keep going.
I'm gonna look over at the
I
maid.
don't trust you. I don't trust you, Wendy. What she gave me a book name, but I don't trust her.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes?
You see, we're here under orders to examine some certain interesting magical happenings that may be happening, and we hear that there could be some potential sources here. Would you be so kind as to point us in the right direction?
There's no magic happening here.
So-
I'm sorry. I think you have the wrong place. If you have any
I'm
questions,
gonna
you should go
look
speak to the
around with
Baron.
slightly faked crazy eyes, and I'm gonna say, "But it's everywhere around us, can't you see?"
What is the plan?
If you have any questions, you should go talk to the Baron. I have to go help in the kitchen. And she just picks her stuff up and kind of hurriedly starts walking away.
Okay, Tarmac walks over to Areta. Areta taps her on the shoulder and says, "Okay, Areta, I'm gonna need you to take point on this investigation." I've suddenly lost my faith in Clippius.
Well,
Listen, man, I was hoping that
okay,
if I
I
just
mean, I
creep her out
suppose,
enough, she would say something was going on.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm joking.
I can do that, but I'm kind of surprised she wasn't freaked out by me, or maybe she was. That's why she didn't say there was any magic.
Oh wait, there's no one else in this hallway right now, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
she did just leave.
I'm
You
gonna go
made her-
upstairs.
Okay.
I follow Clippius.
Doot, 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 doot.
All right.
Kuvier's just thinking this is literally the mayor's house, and we are just walking in.
It's upside down day in this campaign, Cuvier. Congratulations, you're the reasonable one now.
Who all is going upstairs?
Is it just us?
It's
Is
It's
anyone
just-
else going upstairs? Are you guys just
Tarmac
waiting?
and Clippius should not be left alone.
No.
No.
Remember what
Make sure they don't
happened?
break something.
I want to see where this goes. I am very curious to see what the fuck is wrong with Clippius
The maid,
today.
as she was going, she would have actually said, "Oh, the Baron's in his office upstairs."
Oh, see, I was on the right track, you know?
Could I have taken note of what some people were bringing into the mansion, by the way, for...
It seemed to mostly be like firewood, and the maid had actually been working on bundling some.
Oh, can I just, like, pick up some firewood on the way by, just so that if someone, you know...
Sure, although it all seems concentrated downstairs.
Oh, yeah, I know, I just want an alibi of... Oh, I missed the pile, the maid was gone, and I thought I'd leave it up here.
Go for
Can
it.
I stand in a spot where I can see both groups? That, because I don't trust leaving either group to themselves.
Group, it's group and Cuvier.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
this is what Cuvier is going to do. Cuvier is, as soon as all of you guys go upstairs, acting as insane as you guys are acting, he's just gonna start piling up the firewood in nice even stacks in this corner.
Cuvier's
because
just
right
being
now,
a good citizen.
yes, right now they're just scattered all over the place, and he's just gonna, you know what, just. I can feel how even these stacks are. I'm just gonna start stacking them up, and as soon as I hear someone coming, I'm just gonna start whistling, and I'm just gonna, like, as Aretta goes upstairs, I'm just gonna be like, keep an ear out, I guess.
You guys are allowed to go up to the second floor. That is where the Baron's
Yeah, I know,
office is.
but I know these guys and how suspicious they're looking right now to everything that's happening.
All right.
Some good wood.
So,
Where is the second floor?
do you want me to take you up to it?
Scroll up.
Yeah.
The floor's here.
Cuvier's our guard dog. She's
Guard
just keeping watch.
Cuvier.
Oh, well, looks like the stairs lead this way.
I'm just gonna guidance Aretta as she goes by too, just like, good luck.
How nice is this house compared to the last one we were in?
It's honestly pretty similar level.
Okay.
This area has clearly seen more traffic. The carpets are a little more. It looks like it was very nice a fair few years ago. It's like it. You all, I'm sure everyone's been to a hotel that's like that. You stay there and you're like, huh, this was probably really nice. Like 20
Tarmac's
years
just
ago.
gonna prestidigitate the carpet as he walks along. Just, you know, clean the place up a bit.
Clean it up a little. Okay, I like
yeah.
how you guys
One
have shown
foot
up to
at a
Baron's
time.
house and decided, you know what we need to do?
Clean.
Free
Cleaning the place.
housekeeping.
We need to clean.
It doesn't matter that he has maids. We're gonna show up and do some free housekeeping
Gonna scare them away and take their jobs.
and take their jobs. This is the problem. We have adventurers coming in and taking our jobs. Doing it for free.
Where does it look like the foot traffic is heaviest, like,
So-
leading to?
You actually right down this way.
Oh, perfect.
You can see what looks like a how would I put this? Not see. You can hear some conversation, and you do hear the Baron's voice. He just seems to be talking to someone about organizing the parade.
I'm just gonna kind of.
The other voice. Hold on. Make a perception check.
Oh, okay, all right. Perception. 22.
The other voice sounds like Izek.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna kind of lightly call out down the hallway, just be like, hello? I was told I might find the Baron here.
The conversation stops for a second, and then Izek opens the door and looks down. What?
Oh, we're just new in town, and we saw all of the goings-on for the festival, wondering how we might be able to help out.
There's a guard outside coordinating things. Go speak with him.
Well, you see, I have some special talents that I thought I might be able to lend, and I was hoping I could speak with the Baron for a moment to perhaps offer my services.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, that's going on, Gary. What's going on over here at this end of the hallway?
Not a whole lot. There's a few closed doors, and you're right at the base of some stairs.
Are those stairs going up or down?
They are going up.
12?
12. He turns away. There's a quick muffled exchange. He's like, "Fine," and he opens the door.
Tarmac is going to sneak up the stairs.
All right, make a stealth check for me. Actually, you can hold off on the stealth check for now.
Yeah, I'm trying to use Clippius as a distraction here.
For sure.
Because I was trying to create one. So.
Yeah, okay, good. We're coordinated.
I'm going to attempt
Alright.
a stealth check, and we'll see which group of the two of you
Oh,
I end up with.
Oh, I
Give
thought you were
me-
going with Clippius.
Give me just a moment. All right, let's see.
Cuvier's just gonna be listening in through the doors on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
See if he catches anything. Other than the mate saying there's some weird ass fucking people outside.
Yeah.
Splitting the party within like 10 minutes.
Literal moments.
Immediately. I mean, that's literally... We put on the map, once we figure things out, immediately split the party.
The funny thing is, though, is that this accidentally looks like a decent plan. We've
Yeah.
got someone at the front who's watching. We've got a lookout. We've got two people going in to provide a distraction to talk, and the rogue sneaking upstairs.
Okay.
So this is where Tarmac runs into the second set of vampires spawn.
Alright,
Oh, yeah.
so that's my,
Oh,
that's my
this-
meeting.
Oh no. That's what's gonna
Uh-oh.
happen.
I'm
I have
sure it'll
heard
be
of that
fine.
incident. Honestly, the coffin maker is just.
So just here, I'll set the scene a little better. So the staircase climbs 20 feet to a beautifully appointed gallery, which continues to the west. This is the hallway you guys are in right now. Running almost the length of the mansion, framed landscape paintings line the walls, and red silk drapes cover a 10-foot arched window of leaded glass. Everything is slightly faded, however. So, as you head towards the stairs, sorry. So these are more of stairs that lead to a trap door. The stairs more of a ladder that leads to a trap door in the ceiling.
Intimidating.
I think. Sorry, it's very confusingly laid out. Just give me just a second. All right, so yeah, it leads up to. I figured out how everything connects. So it leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling.
Okay, that's slightly more intimidating.
Yeah.
I think before Tarmac would go up, he would sort of, he would at the very least, close his eyes, stick his ear out down this hallway, and try and listen for if there's anyone in any of these rooms.
Make me a perception check. Just tell me the number real quick.
And
10. You hear voices coming from the office in the middle.
okay, yeah. That probably drowns everything out. I'm gonna try one of these doors.
Okay. Which one?
Closest first.
All right. You open the door. It leads to a bathroom where there's an iron tub with clawed feet up against the back wall, and neatly folded towels are on a table right next to the door.
Okay. How long am I gonna get before we swap over to Clippius?
I'll give you a bit. I want to see where you end up. I'm gonna give you a little bit longer.
Okay. I'm gonna check. Now that I'm in this room, I'm gonna put my ear up against the wall for the next one again, just to double check.
Make me another perception check.
Yeah. 18.
You don't hear anything coming from that room.
All right. Checking this door as well then.
All right. make me a... So, I will say intuitively, those two doors appear to lead to the same room.
Oh, is this whole thing the office?
So the office is right here, but this door and this door appear to lead to the same room. This is
I'll try the closer door that is closer to where I listened in, I guess.
Okay. So opening that door, you see this room smells of powder and fine perfume. A vanity with a mirror stands against one wall next to a faceless wooden mannequin wearing a white bridal gown. Mounted on another wall is a full-length mirror with a gilded frame. And there seems to be another small door in the corner.
Wait, so does the Burgermeister have a wife?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Do I see anything written? Anything like, any sort of diary or journal or investigation?
Yeah, investigate.
I'm totally not just putting off going into the clearly dangerous attic. 18.
18? There doesn't really appear to be much in here. This room doesn't... Like, looking, there's some dust on the mannequin.
Our first one.
But yeah, it doesn't look like there's... It looks like the chair and the vanity are used regularly.
Okay. I'm not going to steal anything right now. Same routine for the next door. Give it a quick...
Alright, so we'll go over to Clippius for a moment. Clippius,
yeah.
you as you enter the room with the Baron, you see floor-to-ceiling shelves line every wall of this windowless room, and the number of books contained here is nothing short of astounding. A brass oil lamp sits atop a large desk in the center of the room. The chair behind the desk is comfortably padded and has the symbol of a roaring bear stitched into the back cushion, which you can see as the Baron is standing next to the chair at the moment.
I will curtsy as I come in and say, "I thank you for your time. I understand that things must be hectic with the festivities. So
things
I
are indeed.
the opportunity.
I usually do not spare. I usually do not have time to spare for visitors. What is it that you need?"
Well, you see,
Here, one second. Let me describe him to you.
No.
As he turns to you, you see he's very broad-chested, clearly with a bit of a pot belly. He's still wearing a breastplate, carrying a rapier, a silk tunic, and a greasy beard, which glistens in the lamplight. Resting on small rugs to his left and right are a pair of large black mastiffs.
I will say, well, you see, I'm a bit of a traveler and a study of the arcane, and I travel from place to place, and I like to learn things about the places that I go, and in return offer some of my services in return. I am writing stories about wherever I go and collecting knowledge as it so happens, and I was wondering if we might be able to do each other a bit of a favor.
Perhaps. What is it you propose? Make a persuasion check, by the way. Just to get general attitude towards this. I'll have you make
Where
one
did
more in a minute.
Areta end up?
Yeah, Areta, where did you go? You made a stealth check? What are you trying to do, Areta?
I was going to try to follow Tarmac.
If you...
But I think I wandered a little too close to one of the tapestries. Got a little stuck for a moment there, and I'm just starting to free myself, giving up on stealthily following after Tarmac.
So I will say, depending, if you were patient, they would have shut the door behind Clippius.
I would say probably by the time that I free myself, I might be the door might be closed by then.
Yeah. So you free yourself. Because I'm assuming you were initially around the corner.
Yeah.
So you haven't necessarily been seen yet.
All right, then in that case, I guess I would just, listen in to make sure that I have not been detected and really any meaningful way, and then just slowly make my way to Tarmac. We can wait
Yeah.
till Tarmac's next section.
For sure. All right. So, Clippius, so what do you propose?
14, by the way.
14? Okay.
Well, usually I don't even know what it is that I'm looking for. I kind of just start looking around and seeing what catches my eye. As I said, I've traveled to many different places, different planes of existence, even. And this one is quite different than anywhere that I have ever been. I must say, walking into this beautiful home, this office, has certainly caught my attention with all of these books. As I said before, I'm a practicer of the arcane arts, and I would certainly be willing to lend my expertise to help in the both assisting in the festivities, but also if there are any personal requests that you may have. I am merely a seeker of knowledge and history.
He smiles at the praise you have given him towards his home, and he thinks for a minute, and he nods. It's like, you say you are... What kind of magic can you do? If I'm holding a festival tomorrow, and if you could accentuate it and help bring more happiness to my citizens.
Oh, well, I just kind of pull my spellbook out from my side and kind of flip through, and I go, oh, well, I'm capable of a number of many defensive spells, but also, well, I can cause a bit more flair, if that's what you're looking for. I'm afraid I'm not exactly an expert when it comes to illusionary magic, so most of what I would be able to produce would be real, but if it were, flames or ice or water, I could certainly conjure such things such as that.
Yes, and as a visitor in our town, your presence and participation is required, of course.
Oh, well, that is good to know. I'm glad I made my way here.
Yes. Yes, I believe I shall speak with Isaac. Where can I find you?
Oh, I am currently staying at the
Blue Water Inn.
The Blue Water Inn. They've been most courteous to me.
You notice as this conversation, Isaac seems to be like, just sort of giving you... He's paying really close attention to what you're saying, like kind of uncomfortably so.
I'll just kind of turn over and look at him. I'm sorry, if I said something to offend, you will have to accept my apology. I'm new in these parts.
He just grunts and glares at you, kind of like flexing his demon arm.
All right, so okay.
But like he I don't know. He seems preoccupied by something. But yeah, very well. I shall think on it and send for you tomorrow. Is there anything else you need?
No, I again apologize for the intrusion, and thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Yes. And he motions towards the door.
I'll kind of give a slight bow and back my way out of the room.
All right. So I'll say that takes a solid amount of time. And Cuvier, would you like to do anything? You
I was just listening in.
Out.
Yeah.
You've seen some people come in and out. Mostly just like preparations for the festival.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna keep listening in. Make sure that there was nobody in any of these rooms that was like
conspiring.
Yeah, basically conspiring. And also like listening into this room to make sure that whatever that tea party was, like basically trying to see like how long it goes for, and then eventually if like people end up leaving soon, like trying to figure out like if I recognize any of the voices of the people who are attending.
Mm-hmm. So after a brief and
the tea party is essential to the plot.
A brief and fruitless discussion of the book, conversation switches to preparations for the festival. It seems that one lady in particular in there is directing the others and seems to be having them sew banners and let's see, what was it? It was sew banners and Yeah, so banners and decorations, and like she's basically directing them. They aren't responding much, but it does sound like they are eating.
Okay.
Now, Gary, quick interjection. I'm just making sure this was not one of... They're not discussing one of the legendary eroticas that we need to collect in order to trade for health items.
Roll me a d10.
Do you want to roll that, Melissa, because you're actually present?
Sure. 6.
It does not appear to be one of the legendary eroticas.
Damn.
Although, Clippius, I'd like you to make a perception check for me.
The Baron has a book on his desk.
That's why you wanted me out of there.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Tarmac, make me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's in the bathroom.
No, it's in his wife's room.
Drawing up a nice
23.
hot
You
bubble bath.
do notice, tucked under, like just the corner sticking out from under like some towels at the bottom, on the bottom shelf of the vanity table, there is a book titled High Hopes.
Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Tarmac's gonna grab that book out of the thing and just gonna go
Yes,
like
you know,
like a flip, go like a look through, be like, then pocket it.
So you notice, like, just opening into the title of the first chapter is His Scimitar of Love.
Oh, yeah, okay. Give him that quick. Any illustrations as I flip through it?
Unfortunately, no illustrations.
Damn. Okay, well, I'll add those later. And Tarmac just pockets that book before continuing.
Excellent.
Oh, is it officially back to Tarmac now?
It is officially back to Tarmac now. Well,
Can I
Tarmac
make a
and
perception
Areta.
check for the next room instead
make a
of the
perception
book?
check.
Okay. Wait, and a red.
Make another perception check. That one was only for the book.
for the book. Of course. I used my 23 on the book.
You hear no noises coming from
Alright,
the room.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to figure out which room...
Oh,
there's
sorry.
a 17 out to figure out which
I'm so
room.
sorry. I finally figured those stairs out. Those are stairs leading down. I'm
That's good that
so
you didn't take
sorry.
them.
I'm so
Yeah, it's a
sorry.
good thing I did not take those stairs.
I
rather
wouldn't
good
have
thing
given you a hard time for that,
Yeah.
because that was on
Is-
me getting confused by the map.
no,
What
it's-
is Tarmac's stealth right now?
Oh, Tarmac, how stealthy are you being?
I was being as stealthy as I could be
Make
while
a s-
maintaining a reasonable pace.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Same.
18, Areta, what's your passive perception?
17.
I'll give it to you,
So-
because he's not trying to be ultra stealthy. He is trying to move at a decent pace. So I'll say that
Alright.
you catch you notice the door is slightly ajar.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk into the room.
Oh my
I'm
god!
Oh fuck!
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to try to find a spot in my hand that's the least prickly. Poke Tarmac, and you're gonna
It
get
still hurts.
and you're gonna get enhance ability, intelligence. So you now have advantage on intelligence checks.
Okay. For the investigation coming up.
Mhm.
Alright, I open the door.
All right. As you open the door, oh man, I closed my
Without checking for traps, as usual.
You open the door without checking for traps. The whole mansion detonates into a nuclear explosion. Everyone's dead. Roll new characters.
Woo!
No.
Alright.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so time has faded the grandeur of this master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their color and splendor, and you see a short pull rope hanging from a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling. it seems that this is where the Baron and Baroness sleep. Otherwise, it is a fairly plain room with a sitting chair, fairly empty desks, and some clothes and a wardrobe. You notice that the trapdoor is currently open and the little ladder is down. Can't hear you anymore, by the way.
Tarmac is going to gesture for Areta to the end of the room with him.
Mhm.
Why don't you check it out and then I'll join you up there. If there's, you're probably sneakier than I am.
Yeah, Tarmac considers for a second sending Areta up first, realizes that he's one wall away from the office, and decides
You
to
are literally,
instead, very stealthily this time, attempt to get up there and take a little peek into the attic.
All right. So, this is a dusty 20-foot square room with a high-pitched ceiling that reaches its peak some 20 feet above. The rafters are shrouded in cobwebs, except for an old table with a lantern on it. This room is empty.
Nothing?
There's nothing. There is a door over here, but
Oh,
this
okay,
room is
okay.
empty.
Yeah. I'm gonna look back down, and I'm just gonna try and tell Areta to stay there with my hands. Oh, don't you guys love this lighting?
I like that it changed rapidly.
Yeah. But the light got turned off. I'm just gonna be like, right there. To Areta.
How about a stay?
My white hand. As I'm going to head towards the door. I'm gonna check the table, just to be sure as I pass it. Nothing under it, nothing stuck to the bottom.
Just an old lantern on it. The lantern is currently on, but it looks like it's been it's still no, it's still the morning. The lantern wouldn't be on. Sorry. It's still
Okay.
alive.
Okay.
There's
I was about to be like, was someone just here?
No, so I got time of day mixed up. Light is coming in from outside.
Okay. Yeah. Off. All right. Perception. Investigation on the door to see if it's trapped.
Make your investigation check.
With advantage, thanks to my buddy Areta, and it didn't send it to Roll20.
Did you activate it in both tabs? Because you have to click on it in the Roll20 tab as well.
Okay. Well, my previous ones did.
Oh yeah, your previous ones did. What? Just tell me what you got. What'd you roll?
19. I think
19?
advantage might be broken.
Maybe. It appears to be untrapped.
Appears to be untrapped. And perception, of course.
Sure.
'Cause I love slowing the pace of the game to a crawl so that I don't.
What's your passive perception?
My passive percep is 15.
You don't. It doesn't sound. You don't hear any sounds coming from
Open that bitch.
All right. So the large attic seems to be full of old, forgotten things draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. You do, however, see a clear footpath through the maze of stuff.
I'm getting really far away from the party here.
All right. So speaking of which, we'll hold there. Clippius,
Okay.
where are you going?
As I step outside the room and kind of walk back down the hallway, I walk down to get to the office. Is anyone following me?
No.
Your teammates have disappeared.
Yeah, there is nobody there.
Well, okay, so basically what I'm hearing right now is that we've dug ourselves into a hole, and the only way to get out of it is to dig ourselves deeper. So I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to go see if I can find him.
Also, Elpis, make a perception check for me.
Let's hope Beyond 20 doesn't fuck me up. I haven't used this in a while. Oh.
18.
Lovely
From
words.
your spot in the attic, this is probably the first time you've noticed someone who isn't Victor coming through here. Since you somehow got reactivated recently. You've been trying to keep out of Victor's attention because he is clearly doing some magical bullshit in there, and you don't want to be involved with the magical bullshit. Especially after the time that he, in a panic, seemed to convince a servant to go in there, one of the servants to go in there, and they never came back out, and he came back out looking very worried. You have just been trying to avoid his attention.
I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they went on holiday.
Yeah.
From the room in the attic.
Yes.
Question. Am I allowed, can I still move around, or have I just been keeping, the lowest profile that I physically
That is
could?
up to you. But you've been trying to, he was trying to figure out what the fuck you were, and seemed to have gotten more interested in something else recently.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm probably just in a,
So you're not in that room anymore. He
corner.
moved you out of his work stuff
Cool.
into,
I
a corner.
do not want to be in there. I'm going to probably, steal, if there was, a mannequin or something in the attic, just, take the sheet and just kind of drape it on.
Sure.
Someone else, a maid comes in. I just don't want them to see me.
Yeah. But yeah, you do hear someone else walking around.
Yeah, you see a relatively normal-looking human rogue with just a long hair and just a smug, punchable face. You know, just like one of those people, where it's like they don't look bad, but they look like I want to punch that guy. And he's very carefully and silently stepping through the room, making sure to avoid all of the creaky floorboards.
Well, actually, roll yourself. Let's see if she even notices you.
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed we were keeping my one from earlier.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot yourself from earlier.
Well, it was worse.
It doesn't matter. It was worse. You have a +8, my man.
My rolls today.
All right, so you notice that. But before you guys do anything, Clippius, you cast invisibility on yourself.
Yes, I did, and I'm gonna go the only other way that isn't where we came from.
So you go through that door, you open the door, you see Areta in the room. Areta, the door opens. There is nobody opening the door.
I have a very strong distrust of magic that I don't understand. And I am fighting my in-character urge to just wildly attack.
Clippius, you coming into this room, open the door, and see Areta starting to raise her staff, defense, not necessarily to attack, but just what the fuck is this?
I am currently holding an action, I think, at this point, or starting to hold an action to attack.
Areta, darling, it's me. Don't hit me, please.
Right, I forgot you could do that.
What is happening? What are you guys doing?
Tarmac, there's a attic that he found, he hasn't called, he said to just hold back here.
I think you best make your way back out to the hallway and make a distraction. This could get bad.
Or just go. I mean, I'm not there.
You notice that it does seem like you had interrupted a fairly in-depth conversation between the Baron and Uzek. They're still going strong in their conversation. No sign of them ending, and they aren't talking about you either.
Do you want to stay here and keep watch? I can go check on Tarmac.
Yeah, make sure he's alright. I suppose I'll, keep watch here or something.
How long ago did he go up?
It's what's been, 30
Couple of,
seconds?
30 seconds to 2 minutes at the most.
Not that long.
Okay, wait here. If you receive a message from me, make a distraction, okay? I will make my way upstairs.
All right.
Can Cuvier move to the top of
I was just about to ask
this
what
first
Cuvier was
stairs.
doing.
And he'll just hang around at like the top of the first stairs, and continue to do exactly what he was just doing, of just listening in on other people talking,
Mm-hmm.
if he can.
Look, I might not know anything about what's about to happen, but I know one thing for sure. Cuvier is somehow going to end up in jail again.
The fact that he's now
This
staying
will
back
only be the
in-
second time. The actual second time hasn't happened yet.
in between Ezek and the door right now. That's all I'm gonna say. That's where he is right now. Cuvier, you do hear Ezek's voice coming from this room over here, but it sounds like he's through several walls.
And I don't hear any of my other friends, like, immediately over here.
No.
Gonna wander over here.
Could Cuvier hear our conversation?
You guys were whispering through 3 walls. I don't think.
Yeah,
his
even with
bad ears
Cuvier,
can do
and that
that
is right at the limit of Cuvier's blind sight, even, which is where I'm saying his hearing's probably the strongest within. Because it's bullshit. Blind sight.
Said the DM who gave it to him.
Full sight.
Yeah. No, it doesn't make any actual sense, but this is how it works.
No, but Daredevil exists too. So,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. This is the Daredevil style of blind
Wait,
sight.
Daredevil exists?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Korea's been on some weird
if Batman
shit, man.
exists, Daredevil exists. Okay, Tarmac.
Oh, yeah, you
that's
know what? You
fair.
can't even bring this up. You canonized Batman.
I was going to say, Colin, I'm pretty sure Daredevil's probably your fucking uncle in this world.
Yeah, he'll just like stay over like towards the end of the stairs so he can still listen down below to the main entrance.
I will say,
Like try to get a little
message-
closer to see if he can listen into anything that.
Livius, you could easily send a message to Cuvier.
Yeah, but it would break my invisibility.
You could have sent a message to Cuvier before you went invisible, should you so
But I
chosen.
didn't.
You didn't. You were right. All right, Cuvier, that's where you are. You know what? No, never mind. We're good. Okay.
I like how Gary's like, so here's the
Please,
mountain of
please.
things we're gonna wave away here.
Like,
And I
please
feel
stay
like
together.
our own held actions of like panicking are what's going to get us all arrested here.
Gary is trying so hard
I'm trying.
to give us leeway, and we see that, and we're like, well, I guess we can take even more.
I will say this is the most leeway you guys are ever going to get.
And we are going to stretch it out as much as we can, Gary.
But
All right,
yeah.
things are about to go significantly worse if things play out in this attic the way that I think they will.
Okay. But first, Clippius, you are up in the attic invisible.
Oh, okay.
Carmack, did you close the door behind you?
No, actually, I would not have closed the door behind me.
The door is currently open, leading to the rest of the attic.
Take a look around for a second. See if there's anything going on.
Nothing too exciting. The same as I described before. Very sparkly furnished room. An old table with an old lamp on it.
Psst. Tarmac, darling, are you here?
I'm in the next room, right?
Wendy, could you drag your token
I tried. I don't know if.
to drag it to here? I'll ping it
Thanks.
right there.
Ah. Cheers. Fuck. Cheers.
I'm just gonna stick you in this corner. Are you like starting to be more aware? Are you paying attention? Are you opening your eyes to try and get a look at them? Are you sitting there with your eyes closed? Because your eyes probably glow a little.
Yeah, like it's there probably is. I'm probably just gonna wait.
And then jump
gonna
out and
wait.
grab them. Okay.
With my 10 strength. Yes, that's very fun.
Gets
I mean,
immediately stabbed
He has,
by the
I was gonna
rogue.
say, I'm pretty sure Tarmac has -2 to his strength, so.
Oh no. I'm gonna wait until like if I can hear them approaching like Victor's like door, and I'll then probably say something, but I'm
Yeah,
keeping a low profile. I don't know these people.
fair enough. Yeah. So Tarmac, you're in there. You're in the room. Clypeus, yeah, the door is open, and you just called out for Tarmac.
I'm gonna make my way over to the window really quick.
Mhm.
Is this like an openable window, or is it like solid?
Let's see. The attic window probably wouldn't have bothered to make this an openable
Yeah,
window.
I would think not. Okay.
Yeah. That's yeah, it's and it currently yeah, it is actually all the windows are draped, so it does have some drapes over it. But they're not
Okay.
like blackout blinds.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna kind of slowly sneak around until I see Tormac.
All right. Yeah, just
Wait, did I hear Clypeus?
you probably would have. Yeah, she whispered for you.
Clypeus, is that you?
Is Tarmac just standing still in the middle of the room?
Yes, he's just standing still in the middle of the room whispering this, I'm assuming.
I'm gonna try to get as close to him as I possibly can.
Make a stealth check. Tarmac, make a perception check with disadvantage.
I've seen Clypeus go invisible before, right?
Yeah. Have you? Clypeus, have you gone invisible many times?
A few times, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Tarmac is not going to assume that this is a ghost.
Remember, disadvantage on your You rolled a deception check.
Words are hard.
Please roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Wait, why disadvantage?
Because
she's
he's invisible. He's invisible.
Ah, okay.
Because how that works is it gives you disadvantage on the perception check, not advantage on the stealth check.
8.
8.
19.
Yeah, it looks
do
like
not-
advantage disadvantage doesn't work with.
Yeah, that. Okay, so 18. Clypeus, you could touch him on the shoulder should you so wish.
I'm gonna just sneak up like right next to his ear, and I'm gonna go, "Hi, darling."
This has not been Tarmac's day for not getting
Right on
food.
top of the office. Tarmac barely stops himself from taking too many steps.
I'm just gonna go. Sorry, I couldn't resist. What'd you find?
Nothing yet. I was just going to the. Tarmac starts reaching out, like trying to find, like, just like figure out where you are so that you don't surprise him.
As Tarmac is moving his hands, Clypeus is just like,
Every time Tarmac and Clypeus end up alone, it's a fucking Looney Tunes.
"Yeah, hold on, let me re-cue it."
Oh wait, I'm not in the side tube.
Benny Hill.
Oh, I haven't been in the side tube this whole time.
So while this is happening, Cuvier, it's really faint, but you hear some noises from up in the attic.
I don't
But,
care
like,
about the
they're-
attic. I'm trying to listen into
They're-
the hot gossip between the Baron and Ezek.
It's faint enough that most people probably wouldn't have heard it. You're not getting anything interesting. They're talking about like keeping security up during the festival. I think this is after the point the pies happen, so they're talking about securing more of the pies.
Oh,
Bro.
Well, we did say that it was from Bill Draft, so they'll
Like
have
they're
to-
talking about, they've already sent someone to go make contact with Bill Draft.
No, I know, but Bill Draft has no fucking clue what anybody's talking about. So
Yeah. Well, he's
Hopefully
aware of the
that'll
it was
July,
already
a
it was
little
already
bit.
canonically established that relationship happened, though.
Yeah. This
because
is
of
that
later
happening.
events. Yeah. She's trying to change the future by being
Unfortunately, the future will not be changed.
damn.
You have made Bill Draft a very wealthy man.
Did we say that
Sure.
already happened? I thought we were just joking about that when they actually
No, that
dropped
actually
off the
happened.
pies.
That
Oh.
actually happened. They ordered
It's
more pies, and
unfortunate
Gildrath
canonical
entered
event.
into a business arrangement with the hags.
Gotcha.
Making the world worse, one day at a time. The unmakers of good things. Sorry, okay.
So yeah,
Giving up on trying to grab Clypeus, I'm just gonna say, I think one last door we gotta check. If there's nothing in there, we can call it a day.
Okay, you check it out. Let me look around the rest of the room, yeah?
Tarmac says, with the same level of stress as a cop saying they're one day away from retirement.
one door and then we're done.
One door and then we're done. They're clear. This is all nonsense.
I'm gonna just start, like, slowly making my way around the room, seeing if there's anything of interest anywhere.
Cool. So I'll start with Tarmac real quick, and then I'll come back to you. Tarmac, as you're moving closer towards the door, as you get closer, you can make out that there is a poster taped, or like a piece of paper taped to the outside of the door that simply says, "All is not well."
No shit. That is literally Tarmac's reaction to seeing that. Oh, look, there's a sane person in the town. But they're probably not sane in the way that I'm hoping they are.
Oh.
Tarmac is literally gonna, like, whisper back over to Clypeus. Hey, Clypeus, did you know that all is not well?
I wonder who would, besmirch the catchphrase of the town in the Baron's own house.
Oh, not me, but, okay, shit, there's probably nothing behind this door, is what Tarmac's thinking in his head now. So he's gonna slowly make his way to the door.
All right. So feel free to move yourself. Clypeus, make me an investigation check.
Oh, you're gonna regret saying that, Gary. That's a natural 2027.
Oh.
So looking around, your attention focuses in on this corner. Aside from the main path, there isn't too much. There aren't too many other footsteps in the dust. But you notice it looks like something was recently kind of dragged over to this corner, and then moved somewhere. Then moved up to then moved up to this over to this corner, and then moved up to this mannequin over here, and then walked back. There's still. You notice that there's some recent disturbance in the dust in that area. And you see that there's a chair, or like there's some boxes piled in that corner with something with a sheet over it.
Tarmac, did you move anything in here?
Why do you ask? Tarmac is
Clypeus
going
instinctively,
to...
like, points to the corner of the room, and then is like, shit, I'm invisible, that's right.
You should carry a laser pointer with you. You're invisible. It's just a light on the wall, but no one can see where it's coming from. If you
Professor
have a laser
Clypeus.
pointer and you're invisible and it's part of your equipment, when does the ray of light become visible?
We're not having this discussion.
Anyway.
Never, because the diode's invisible. Tarmac, as you're doing this, a small, like, I don't know, knick-knack, or it's hard to tell what it was, but something falls off of one of the boxes behind you and lands on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Tarmac, this time, having already screamed twice in this session, maintains his composure and turns around and immediately tries to look for signs of life or motion.
Make a perception check. Or
And
investigation.
make it investigation. Okay,
Make an
thank God,
investigation check.
because
Yes.
I have advantage on that.
Yes. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2 and a 3, so 12.
No, there are no
+9.
signs of life. Tarmac, please. Also, Areta, are you staying down there? Would you like to come up?
I mean, I was kind of told to basically watch everyone's back here.
Can I
Yeah,
pretend
but I mean,
that
like,
have...
since when do we listen to me?
Can I pretend that I have a blip to reroll?
You can have a blip to reroll. Just pull it out of your stored blips.
I pull it out of my stored... Oh, I thought... I pull it out of my stored...
Oh,
blip.
isn't it 2? It's 2 to reroll, I think.
2. I spend 2.
Alright, knock yourself down to 30.
Okay, do I not get advantage on the reroll? Wait, okay.
You're just getting an
Wait,
additional
do you
reroll.
have? You only get 6 in the session. Do you have?
He doesn't have any available. I'm just being honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
he
he probably.
he
My
does.
guess is he
During
probably
the
forgot to do
Anastrasya
that.
fight.
Right.
Fuck, I forgot how to change my nickname.
Right click, edit server profile.
Edit server profile. Okay. So no advantage?
No, this is just a reroll in addition. You get to pick from any
Okay.
of them.
And it was investigation. Like, that's a 19.
19. There are no signs of life. There's not even the signs of Clippius walking around behind you.
Why did I do that? Anyway, no motion or anything?
No motion at all.
Must have been the wind.
Keep telling yourself that.
And then Tarmak's gonna turn his attention back to the door.
All right, Clippius. You were asking if he moved anything.
He said no to that, right?
Yeah. And then
Oh
something
yeah, I
fell
would have
off.
said. I said must have been the wind.
Then something fell off and it fell off some
Yeah.
boxes behind him.
Yeah.
I am going to not move from where I currently am. And I'm just going to keep my wand pointed at the corner with the tarp
Okay.
over it. And I'm just going to wait and see if anything happens.
Opus, you've
Yes.
heard all of this.
Yeah, like, do I hear like Tarmac? Because I don't know that. I know that there's 2 people.
Yeah, your eyes are
But-
closed. You haven't. You
Yeah, I have no
you've
idea.
Heard the discussion.
Honestly, if I'm hearing like someone moving like closer, like basically right, like going past where I am, I'll probably just not whisper. I don't think I have the function to whisper. Probably just at a lower
Do
volume.
not be alarmed.
Like still
Be not
like,
afraid.
shouty voice. Just still shouting voice, but at a considerably lower volume. Of like, hi, you might not want to go in there.
Well, Victor hasn't been like malicious or anything. It's just he's messing with magic, and you don't want to.
So he's really moody. Like I don't
Yeah.
want. I would rather not him like be pissed off more than how he already usually is.
That's fair.
It's like, hi, you might not want to go in there.
So okay, Tarmac looks to the left, and here's this. What does Tarmac see?
A sheet.
A sheet. Is there motion under the sheet?
Nope. There is. It is like basic. You can see that there is like something under there, but like
Yeah.
it's been covered up by like a tattered like those like what do you call those like furniture like sheets when they're
furniture
moving
sheet.
out.
So okay, Tarmac, notable for his fear of ghosts, is in this creepy attic. Turns to his
Hello,
left
demons, it's me, your boy.
and sees a ragged white sheet in the corner of this attic talking to him. Tarmac is going to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh no, Colin! You need to roll above a 5 at some point.
Listen,
Wait, before whatever happens, Gary, I would like to. I think I have a plan of what to happen if things go bad. I would like to open. Can the door in this or window in this room open up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like to make it ajar.
You
Okay, Tarmac, you're good.
you can't make it ajar. It's a window.
Only doors can be ajar.
He was frightened so much he died.
Yeah. So, only for the sole purpose of proving that I am dedicated to my character flaws,
Yes.
and that I rolled a 7 on that wisdom save, Tarmac makes a little noise and then stumbles backwards, does an extremely loud comedic pratfall over the nearest prop in the attic, which I see that I'm basically directly over the office now. Yeah, so that's what Tarmac does,
Okay.
and it makes, I assume, a lot of noise.
You all hear a loud thump from upstairs, from up in the attic, and all of a sudden, Cuvier, the conversation in the library or the office, it's the library technically, stops.
As soon as I hear the thunk, I'll turn. I assume it's this one is the library, or
It's the big middle room.
yeah, this.
It's the big room
This
with all
one.
the library with all the books in it, but that's not important right now.
All right, Cuvier, you gotta take one for the team. You gotta get them to take you to
You gotta
jail.
get arrested again, Cuvier. It's the only way.
Continuity.
I'm gonna take out my crossbow bolt and shoot the ceiling.
You are going to jail
Yeah,
again. Okay.
yeah, but I would rather go to jail than have every single other one of my party members, who the Baron doesn't actively hate, also go to jail, Gary.
Sure,
I'm
you
going
want
to
do
cast. I'm going to cast Flock of Familiars,
this. Okay.
and I'm going to summon 3 raccoons, and I'm going to have them squeal as the top of their lungs open up the door just slightly, and have them run down the hallway screaming.
You know, so let's do a quick initiative roll to see which of these two things happens first.
Oh, also Tarmac drops the log that he's been carrying this whole time, and that causes
You hear a
another
thump,
5.
and then an oh, because I'm assuming he falls backwards holding the log. And
Yeah, yeah,
drops
he was
it on
just
himself.
holding that under his shoulder the whole time. He was doing
Oh,
all
yeah.
the door
Why are you
stuff,
so
climbing up the ladder.
What is happening? What is this session? You.
Try to do something productive. Challenge level impossible.
Okay. Jesus Christ! Please roll your initiatives, Cuvier and Areta. Cuvier, if you roll well, I'm flying to Wisconsin and strangling you. Okay.
It's my first
For
fucking
fuck's sake.
roll!
I'm just gonna go ahead and preemptively put the combat music on.
You, I'm just saying, Areta, you sure you don't want to preemptively spend a blip for an extra D6?
This was my plan, is if noise happens, so maybe
Oh, wait,
this is a held action.
you were holding an action for this.
The reason I opened the window was in case noise was made. It's like, oh no, they crawled in through the window and things happened.
Okay. If you were holding the action, I will give it to you, and you get to go first on this.
Okay.
So, Cuvier, as you're starting to draw your crossbow, a pack of 3 screaming raccoons runs down the hallway at you.
I guess
This
I
is
just
so much-
I don't understand the layout of this route.
So
Build
the
it then,
raccoons
I
are coming
guess.
from here and running down
No, like I
this
get
way.
that, but like my understanding of this is something that happened up like on the ceiling
Yes.
upstairs. The instant something happens up here, all of a sudden a bunch of screaming raccoons comes from over there. It makes no like distraction.
not
I mean,
gonna-
quite frankly, I think with your hearing, you would just hear the fact that raccoons came out of literally nowhere.
You would also
Oh.
probably have heard Areta casting a spell.
Yeah, okay, so Cuvier just would probably know that this is
You
a
would be
distraction.
aware
Yeah.
that this is a distraction. You could have heard Areta casting the spell.
Then I'm just gonna go back and just sit here. Like
Fair enough. Izek and the Baron come out of the they come out of the library, hearing the raccoons. And how do I even react to this?
Gary, I want you to imagine it's the middle of the night. You're in your house in San Pedro. You heard a ruckus downstairs.
It's not the middle
You
of
walk
the night,
downstairs.
though.
You're...
It's the middle
Middle
of the
of the
afternoon.
day. I'm in
But
my
this adds
office.
to it. You walk downstairs. There's 3 peacocks in your kitchen. What do you do?
What the fuck? You do just hear, what the fuck?
That's about right.
There hasn't been a raccoon in Barovia in years! They were all killed by Strahd!
It's just, huh? And they start. It sounded like it came from directly above them, so they're gonna start slowly making their. You hear them walking and like being like, raccoons in the attic? I bet this is Victor. What the fuck? What is he doing up there at this time?
Well, I assumed the raccoons are gonna... They didn't just run by, right?
Yeah, what are the raccoons doing? They run out. Are the raccoons... Oh, no, then you immediately hear the Baron's 2 dogs start barking, and they take off after the raccoons.
Yeah, the raccoons are gonna, like, probably run straight past the Baron, just trying to get basically as far away from there as possible.
That's fair.
I mean, they're trying to... They're controlled raccoons trying to act like normal raccoons.
Okay. Man, I wasn't expecting this to be the difficult part of the session.
I have something I'll do if.
Yes,
no.
of course, please.
I'm gonna drop my invisibility.
Okay.
Immediately take out my my wand, point it back to the room that we came from, and send a message to Areta and go. We need to get out of here. And then I'm gonna throw my hand down on top of Tarmac, and at 3rd level, I'm gonna recast invisibility on both of us.
Parker, you have no idea how terrified I was you were about to say you cast Thunderstep.
I don't have Thunderstep.
I was so afraid, though. I hope you realize the fear.
You're lucky I didn't cast Tidal Wave.
Yeah, okay, you 2 are invisible.
Okay, Tarmac is going to make another wisdom.
Hold on.
You also no longer have intelligence advantage, just in case.
I used it
Areta,
once.
what are you... You
Twice.
used it twice. Areta, what are you doing? You just received a message telling you to get out of there. There is this door that you sent the raccoons out, as well as the door
there's
here.
the window that the raccoons quote-unquote came through. They have a climb
There
speed.
is that. I will say, if you jump out the window, looking out, there are people visible out there. You would probably be seen, and you likely will scratch the fuck out of the window frame. The windowsill.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if I can see people inside or I can hear people inside the hallway. That would see me.
You don't even need to roll a perception check. You hear people walking down the hallway. They're loudly like the Baron is already yelling for Victor. Like
in the direction that I'm in, or coming towards me?
Yeah, and it sounds like they're coming towards you.
Oh fuck. Okay. One last thing I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't know if I should do this. Now that we're both invisible, I'm gonna kick the door open and pull away from it.
This was...
Hey Gary, I bet you didn't think I would be the not problem player this time.
I need both Clippius and Tarmac to make a dexterity saving throw. As you kick it, you hear a little.
Could I give them a heads up if they're... No, they're invisible. I can't even fucking
They're
see
invisible.
it. Never mind.
You hear a little, and suddenly a little skull that was almost there was a skull drawn on the paper, and some runes light up around it, and lightning explodes out towards you guys.
I see. See, I was hoping that there was going to be something behind the door that would make it look like stuff came from there. But, yeah. Dexterity
Tarmac
saving
was
throw, you
like
said.
the moment I got invisible, gonna like move. Did this all happen too
let's
quick?
see.
It is approximately 0.02 seconds after you've turned invisible that Clippius turns you invisible, opens the door.
Clippius used her. Yeah, let's see.
This is an object interact, I would assume, to open the door.
It erupts in magical energy in a 20-foot radius sphere. Elpis, you also need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, I think indirectly we just saved the Baron's life if he was coming up to try and talk to Victor. I think y'all would just indirectly save his fucking life.
Actually, hold on. Yeah. Okay. So, as the Baron is screaming already, you hear that you open the door. Everyone make your dexterity saving throws.
I don't want
What'd you
Tarmac,
roll?
you're
My
a
God.
rogue, you'll be fine.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
16 from me.
Okay.
18 for Tarmac, 21 for Elpis.
Do I know what this room is? Is this Victor's room down here?
That is the room with the mirror, the bridal gown, and the vanity table.
All right. Hearing
So
that,
everyone takes 9 electrical damage,
Lightning, not electrical.
lightning damage, and the area surrounding there is scorched. Some of the, some of the sheets are smoldering slightly. But yeah.
She has
Good news, I
probably
passed the
like,
concentration check. We're still invisible.
And you hear a, "What the fuck?" from the other side of the door.
Oh,
Okay.
question, DM.
Oh, God, my cat!
Does the Baron know about me?
No, he probably wouldn't.
Shit. Okay. I am desperately
we're gonna
looking
get
for a
new
second
character
attack
to get
sheet.
immediately arrested.
But you also make an intelligence check for me. I mean, actually, you know what? Looking around you, it's easy enough to find another sheet. Your sheet isn't destroyed any more than all the others are. But, it just got hit with a lot of electricity. It's kind of, smoldering slightly, but it's fine.
I'm also probably smoldering. I'm just gonna... And then, yeah, I'm gonna pull the sheet and just keep it with me.
Yeah.
But I am going to, try to poke my head in to see, to try and, talk to Victor.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. I was gonna say you might not have really spoken to Victor much before. At least where I was going with this, he doesn't even know you're sentient. He literally thought you were just, a thing he found that he was trying to figure out what it did, and he couldn't get it to function, so he kind of stuffed it in the attic. But for some reason, him doing that, for some reason, has caused you to come back to consciousness.
Okay. I think at this point, pretense out the window, I am smoldering, I am mildly upset. I'm just gonna poke my head in and just, look at Victor.
Victor's not out yet. He is, on the other side. You heard him go, "What the fuck? What? Oh, God. God damn it, not the cats again." And, Tarmac and Clippius, what are you guys doing?
Tarmac is assuming the position in the hiding sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Tarmac is going through internal dialogue of whether he should face his fears by hiding on the same side as the place he heard the voice from, or run away from his fears again to the opposite side, and we're gonna roll a d20 for that, or a d2 actually.
Also, while you're Areta, so you just went into that room, or are you just hiding in there for now?
Hearing the second explosion, I'm going to hide in this room, thinking that no one's going to go into this room. And
There is another small door here, and another door here.
Yeah, sure. I'll awkwardly hide in the closet.
Hiding it is actually the toilet.
Ah, of course. Clearly I'll put my feet up so you can't look underneath.
You are Areta is hiding in the toilet.
I'm hiding in the toilet.
Gary, I'm going to attempt to hide here.
Okay.
All right, Tarmac rolled faces fear, so he's gonna attempt to hide in the corner that the voice came from.
Also, if it isn't clear, Gary, the raccoons are basically going to scream their whole way out of the front door of the building.
And they are being chased by dogs by now.
They are being chased by
that's-
dogs.
It would be really funny if we somehow navigate this so that just Victor and his dad get into a fight and we're just
We're just
Hunter's just hiding.
It's funny that you mentioned that because you guys are invisible.
Yeah.
And he's convinced it's Victor.
Do I also need to roll a stealth if I have a sheet over me? And just assume regular inanimate position?
I mean, if you haven't moved at all,
Yeah, because, like, if my sheet's okay...
you're a little scorched. I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
You haven't
it-
moved.
Mildly smoldering, but I'll be okay.
Okay. So, Tarmac, move yourself to where you're hiding.
Okay.
You hear the bear yell, "Isaac, deal with the dogs. I'll deal with my son."
If Tarmac's like kind of sidling, I won't be able to tell, but I'll probably kind of like look around like after I see the whole that. It's like, I'm sorry.
So when Tarmac hears do you say that like out loud?
Yeah. I was like, I'm
And Tarmac
sorry.
is like looking around and then hears the "I'm sorry." He's like, "It's okay. It happens."
I like try to I resist the urge to go and like squeeze his hand or something. I probably shouldn't do that.
Tarmac is trying to make friends with his fear. He's like, this ghost seemed to actually try and warn me. Maybe I should just try and talk to it. Tarmac has been having the dreams about ghosts recently. That's his whole, he's a, what is it? Spirit rogue.
Phantom Rogue.
So Tarmac's trying to...
Ah.
Phantom rogue.
Phantom Rogue. Love
But
that.
he's also deathly afraid of ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah, like, so as you know, like, the door swings open a little more, and it looks like Victor was on his way there, having heard his dad screaming his name.
And you just blew him up.
And so you see, like, as he steps out, trying to shut the door behind him, like, he is slightly scorched as well. And he's like, what tried to open my door? Like, he is looking intently around.
He does see a jar. Maybe it was really fast raccoons.
Yeah, the raccoons teleported about 120 feet in -2 seconds.
It's just, yeah, definitely the raccoons. It's gotta be. Yeah, but he doesn't seem to have noticed any of you yet. But he's just like, oh. And so the Baron's like the Baron actually doesn't even come up. He stands at the base of the ladder. The Baron's not a small man. He's wearing fairly heavy armor. It's questionable if this ladder would hold up.
Oh.
It's not the most sturdy of things.
And all the size of this lad.
He looks like he's
Absolute
gotten.
unit.
He looks like he has had no issues getting food here. Victor, get down here. And so, like, Victor makes his way, and there proceeds to be a screaming match for a while. Downstairs.
Okay.
Loretta, you're just awkwardly in the fucking
Bathroom
toilet,
right
as
next
in the
to you.
room right behind you. The Baron is just legging into his son.
I like to
All
imagine
right.
at one point Oretta tries to open the door just to sneak out, and like the Baron's facing towards Victor, and Victor just sees like Oretta poke her head out and gotta like see the screaming match and go shut the door again.
Thankfully, a different room, but yeah. No, also from what you can tell, the Baron is literally not even giving Victor a chance to speak. He's just screaming at him.
Okay.
I need therapy.
He hasn't hit him, but he is just screaming at him about like bringing wild animals into the house and breaking things upstairs. And how he will have a peaceful and orderly house, and how they're supposed to be happy to be
All will be well.
all will be well. Yeah, he's laying into the full rhetoric.
Oh. I kind of like seeing Victor go past, and since I know that Tarmac is generally in the area, I was like, I would tell you that there's cats inside, but the last person who went in there never actually came back out. Could you maybe go check on them? Maybe they're not feeling well.
Tarmac is going through so many layers of emotions as hearing that sentence. And he suddenly jumps from fear to concern. It's like, what?
This is the
I'm
ghost of the
invisible,
last
by the
person
way.
that went in and they don't realize that they're talking about themselves, yeah.
Where are you right now? Tarmac, like, oh wait, how loud is the shouting match down there? Like,
Loud.
okay, so Tarmac can be a little bit less.
Like-
He like gives a snap to indicate where he is.
The Baron does not seem like a man that understands the concept of volume control.
Oh, okay.
Think Dakota,
Yeah.
but louder.
Oh no, that's the high bar.
I'm gonna use that to sort of indicate where I am, and I was like, "Where are you? And are you okay?" Clippius, I think there's a ghost here.
Tarmac, this really isn't the time.
No! Why is this a repeat thing? I didn't even know this was a repeating thing.
I love the idea that we're just never going to acknowledge Elpis as a real character.
Elvis is gonna follow us around.
This is like the most like unhelpful character that I've ever fucking made. This is amazing.
Trust me, this is the most unhelpful this party has ever been.
Are you counting
100%.
Maurice?
That's fair. You know what?
If Maurice was here, he would have eaten Victor by now.
No, are you
Be
kidding?
honest.
If Maurice was here,
He would have
there
eaten the
would've-
raccoons.
there would have been a murder. Like, I hope you guys realize this.
Yeah, this would have turned from a heist into a fucking murder mystery.
I don't know who
No
would
mystery in what happened. It's just Maurice would murder.
Tarmac
This
would
is a
probably
true crime
see-
documentary at that point.
One second, what are you saying, Wendy?
No, like Tarmac would probably see from the, cause like I'm trying to figure out the logistics of this, and like from like the very bundle, like lumpy pile with the sheet on top, from like you see like two lights starting to glow from the inside. As I actually finally like let myself see. And also
Tarmac,
the sheet.
when this happened, Tarmac looks over at Clippius, who just said now isn't the time, and Tarmac's just gonna go,
Hey,
You're
hey, Gary.
invisible, so
Clippius, hold
can't
on.
see you.
Before you get over to the wall, where
What
you're
is
hiding-
that icon? Gary?
What icon?
What is
Oh,
that
Vic-
icon that suddenly?
Which icon?
I don't see an
Where?
icon.
Oh, sorry, that's Victor. Let me drag him out. He looks
That's
terrifying.
Victor?
The token they gave him is awful.
He looks like
He
he's
looks
been
like a
dead for 3
zombie.
years.
No, he is a normal teenager. Don't worry about it.
Teenager.
Semi-normal.
Is this
Yeah,
anime
He's
logic?
very-
I thought a real ghost appeared to attack Tarmac for a second.
No, he does have a massive like emo fringe, but that looks
Hey.
like he cut it himself. But yeah, no, I don't know why he looks like the undead. I was just trying to move him out of the room. Don't worry about it. Normal 15-year-old. Yeah, basically.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
So, Clippius. Actually, in front of you, like where you're hiding in some of the dust, you do see something gets traced out that just says, "Wait for Victor." In the dust.
Tarmac, I think you might be right. There actually might be a ghost in here.
Worst fears confirmed.
Wait. Why do things just get more confusing? Wait, what?
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Try not to get too productive here.
Oh, in that case, Tarmac just hides. Let's move on quick.
I'm happy to be of more confusing service too.
But Clippius also saw the lights coming out from under the sheet, though,
Yeah.
right?
No, there.
Clippius also saw that.
It's
These
not
two
too-
things
it's not like
appear to be
super bright.
unrelated.
We've arrived at the situation where we can no longer ignore our fifth party member.
Yes, despite your best efforts.
Yeah.
There you go.
Clippius kind of like seeing the writing appear on the floor in front of her, kind of like waves her hand in front of her to see if Tarmac's fucking with her for a second. And
There's
is like,
nothing there.
God, the image of us both being invisible.
This is so stupid. What the fuck is this?
You know, it's nice not being the one in like imminent threat of being arrested. It's
Oh god.
a nice
Unfortunately for
change.
you, this happened on the most lenient session ever from me.
I think
That's
we
why
did.
Admittedly,
this is
though, like,
happening.
I'm gonna be honest. That what the Baron thinking this is Victor isn't even like unreasonable.
200 IQ.
Like
Calculated.
calculated.
Honestly, Areta gets the blip of the
Was the
fucking
fucking
entire
raccoon.
session for the raccoons, by the
oh,
way.
absolutely.
That single-handedly saved us.
It definitely saved Cuvier, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
See, Gary, I was thinking maybe there was some sort of creature hidden in this room. So I was like, oh, if I kick open the door, maybe the creature comes out, and then we can blame the noise on that thing. But
Yeah.
then it blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fairly confident we were specifically told that Victor is the one in the attic quite often who
Yeah, but
experiments
like,
in the
you
attic.
know, magic experimentation and like summoning weird demon thing are not far off. Trust me.
It's like the rock paper scissors of dungeons, right? It's the
Yeah.
is this a lock, a trap, or a large creature behind the door?
Yeah.
It's one of those 2, 3, and the decision you make could screw you over anyway. You check it for traps. The creature hears it, just busts through and hits you. You try and lockpick it. Oh, the trap goes off. You just try and hit it. Oh, it's trapped this time. It blows up.
Yeah, I had genuinely forgotten there was a glyph of warding on that door until you kicked it down. I'm gonna be honest.
It's not a spell that's used too often, but damn, is it effective?
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, now that I have sight,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I realize that I have a sheet over me, so I'm just gonna probably pull it down so I can.
Yeah, also,
fucking
I'm sorry,
see.
I described the door wrong. It's more someone has carved a large skull into the door, and hanging from the doorknob is a sign that says all is not well.
Yeah,
So
I was
the
gonna
skull-
Oh. Oh.
Shit happens. Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm describing your character.
Yeah, It's not a ghost. So Tarmac can. There is form underneath.
There's just
the
glowing eyes under the sheet.
Tarmac might be more terrified now that he knows it's not a ghost.
So you see, it's a humanoid shape, carved completely from like wood, not like pretty lacquered wood. This looks like it's been ripped like tree bark.
Now
It's
we
a
have
mesh,
two of them in the party.
like tree bark, vines. Most have kind of dried out at this point. Fairly like featureless except for the like eyes, which are just like lenses that have the glow in them. And oh yeah, no, she wouldn't have it right now. Nope. But she does kind of pull it down. Looks at general direction of where she last heard Tarmac, and just kind of
Okay,
waves.
so Tarmac is currently literally a deer in the headlights. You
I
look
cannot
at him
see
with like
anything.
the eyes. Tarmac
Yeah.
is just like,
But he is
It's
invisible.
not very super bright, but like there is enough like kind of soft glows. Like,
oh no, mostly because Tarmac is like, what the fuck?
What
you
the
a
hell is
ghost?
this?
Hey, I'm giving Clippius. You might have to take this one.
I would love to give a description of my character, but I'm currently invisible.
Everyone's
It's an
invisible.
empty room. So
It's
I've
'cause if we
Kavir's just
drop
hanging
invisible-
out on a staircase,
Oh,
like,
anyway.
man, nothing's
This is what it feels
happening!"
like to be on the other end of
Yeah.
this situation.
It's like, twiddle my
I've never
thumbs.
been here before.
Never been.
Are you a
Uh,
ghost?
What? Hey. You said you saw someone go into the room and they never came out? Okay, you know what? You stay right there.
Should I put the sheet back on?
Is it rude if we say yes?
What do you think? I ask as I already am putting the sheet back on.
Back in the closet. Back in the closet.
Back in the closet with you.
Or
No,
for
this is-
Reddit,
okay,
back
this
in the
is terrible.
shitter with you.
This is terrible. I'm just
I'm
gonna go check
I'm gonna
the
make
room
my
real
way
quick.
over to where I hear them talking. Just gonna be like, oh, what is that?
Ghosts.
There's a lot going on right now. Tomek, something just wrote on the ground in the dirt for me, and it told me to wait for Victor to come back.
Have you ever seen anything like that happen, plant lady?
I mean, sometimes the cats go and scratch the wallpaper, but that's about it.
I'm gonna kind of peek my head around the corner into the room we haven't looked into.
So, peeking around the corner into the room, you see a bunch of piles of bones
Oh,
on the floor. They look like small bones, not humanoid. And this carpet is
Retro
shifted
bones.
to the side, and it's like it's partially covering a circle on the ground that seems to be drawn with a bunch of runes.
any runes I would recognize?
Make an Arcana check.
You know I like me some Arcana checks, Gary. $25.
Appears to be someone's attempt at a teleportation circle.
Oh, how far along is it?
It's like technically complete, but it like you wouldn't know how to correct it, but it doesn't quite look right.
Interesting.
It looks like someone that maybe doesn't have a complete understanding of the magic doing it.
Well, especially because why would you be drawing a teleportation circle here unless you wanted to teleport to it?
Yeah.
They just really like this attic.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like a crazy person for a minute, but what else is new? Clippius is just gonna kind of lightly whispering. Thing that wrote to me on the floor. Are you still there?
You don't get any response.
Do you want me to look inside this room? Is there something in here I should see? Or should I wait for the weird zombie man to come back?
Oh my god.
You don't get any response.
15-year-old boy, please remember.
Normal 15-year-old boy. Wow, I did not. I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time I've actually seen the token they used for Victor.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying. Holy shit. No, that is incorrect. Next time we play, I will have a better token for Victor.
I legitimately thought you put a ghost in the room.
So did I.
Well, I've never been one to listen to instruction very much. Let's peek my head in the room and let's start looking around a little bit.
Yeah, because you guys probably have at least another 15 minutes as the Baron screams at
Yeah.
Victor.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna start having an actual conversation with Elpis.
Perfect.
I guess, as well.
First off, I'm so sorry, Brian and Melly. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I would think
So-
by this point, assuming that Izek was not like in the hallway, I've just, even with my shitty stealth, have somehow made it back to Cuvier.
Sure, I'll
Just-
allow it.
Well, I was gonna ask, cause like, you said that the Baron sent Ezek to go deal with the dogs.
Yeah. Yep.
Did he
So
pass
Ezek's
by
not
me,
there.
or did he go down the other steps?
He passed by you, but he was focused on the dogs. Would you have
And
tried
the
to
Find
avoid
Familiar
him?
lasts an hour, so they're going to be following those raccoons for as long as it takes.
As long as the raccoons survive, they'll be following.
They're going to be really confused if the dogs ever catch those raccoons.
If Ezek walked by me, I'll probably wait for him to go down the stairs after the dogs, and then I'll just go down the stairs as well, because I'm like, there's nothing that I can do that I'm like, if my presence, considering how they already feel about me, is just gonna make everything worse if I stay. I'm fucking out. Like,
I like the idea
was-
that Cuvier was
Now it's
standing
told
there.
to leave, so I'm just going to leave and
I'm so
eventually meet up with
sorry,
Cuvier.
Cuvier was
I'm
standing
assuming
there
that the
ready
two
to
people
take
with
one for the
invisibility can
team.
leave.
And
Yeah.
all this.
yeah, all of a sudden everything exploded. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good.
Remember
would
when I
like to
said
apologize?
when I said at the start of the session that someone else would need to take lead on this investigation because I had a long day at work?
And then you took
And then
lead on the
you proceeded
investigation.
to take lead, yeah.
It's stupid.
You have no one to blame but yourself here,
I
unfortunately.
know, I really do.
No, I think he might have me to blame.
Yeah.
You know, Parker has definitely partner in crime here.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you guys get a chance to interact. I'm trying to figure out a way to get Brian and Melly back in here.
I'm good. Like, I'm good.
You guys sure?
Don't worry about
I
me.
want to. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, realistically, there's no reason we should be allowed back in this conversation.
I am being
Yeah.
entertained right now, Gary. Like, I'm good.
I'm glad.
I don't have to
okay.
worry about my character getting thrown in jail again. I get to just
I can,
watch
as
everything
on his way
explode
down,
in
Ezek
front of
slaps
me.
some manacles on you and drags you to jail. Does
Okay,
that make
there
you
we
feel
go.
better? Yeah, there we go. No, does
Yeah.
that?
Order
All
has
is
been
right with the
restored.
world.
I mean,
You're
really,
being
there's a
punished.
Korean saying for literally this is just like watching a firefight across the river. You're fine.
Mhm.
Like you're watching fire
Yeah.
burn. You're completely fine. This is
I mean,
all I did was say
okay.
hi and then shit went
Gary.
south.
Yes.
Gary, if you want, we can retcon something.
Anyway, it's up to you guys.
I could summon 2 raccoons and like a bug. And one familiar is just in the room and I'm just standing there with Cuvier, unable to communicate, just listening on the conversation and relaying what's going on.
That works for me.
That would be a great band name.
Two
Two raccoons and a bug.
2 raccoons and a bug.
What kind of music?
Trash.
Ska.
Math rock.
Parker, did you say ska? Because that was my
Yeah,
first
it's
thought.
ska.
That's
Yeah,
clearly
absolutely,
ska.
it's
That was
ska.
my first thought
Yeah.
as well. Alright. So yeah, Tarback, you said you wanted to actually talk to
Well, yeah, while Clypeus was doing more of that investigating, first, Tarmac would probably comment on what Clypeus is doing. It's like, she definitely told us that she wasn't supposed to do that, right? She said she saw something written in the ground that said, you know, wait for Victor.
Oh, it just said wait for
Technically
him.
waiting.
Well, I guess, you know. Oh, hey, I'm Tarmac. One, what is your name? Two, what?
Is this racist? But what are you? Not to be racist, but
Like stretch
Yo,
out
not
my
to be
hand in the
racist, but
general
what the fuck?
direction of where Tarmac. I heard Tarmac. It's like, hi, I'm Elpis.
I like
I
pat the top of one of your hands, just like,
oh, I kind of like awkwardly kind of put it back. There's still like the sheet around, like it's just been like off on my shoulders, so I can put it.
yeah,
back
Tarmac's
on
not taking off that sheet. He
oh yeah, you still have this sheet on. You're just like,
Yeah, it's just oh right.
the most awkward possible way to be meeting any individual is.
I have a
with-
cursor of 8. I know what I'm
one's
doing.
invisible
okay?
and the other's under a sheet. Like,
I know what I'm fucking doing. I have
How did you...
-1 to persuasion.
Oh, did you say your name was Elpis, by the way?
But yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Invisible person?
I'm visible most of the time.
this
Oh,
is
is that like a... My mom used to tell me there's something about like the time of the month, is that? Can you mistreat it as I say it? Fuck.
No.
Melly died. She's missing.
Oh no, did I kill Melody?
You killed Melly.
Ah. I am
This
not
has
sorry.
already been one of the more unhinged sessions of D&D I've
Less
ever
hinged
ran.
by the day.
Listen, you approved this character. You approved my like druid baby. Like you.
She went and got a
this is your
drink.
fault.
Are you okay, Melly? Did you decide you needed more alcohol for this? This is very Tom.
Missing a blender.
I'm not gonna be shirtless, so not quite to Tom level.
You don't have the blender thing.
I'm,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just straight out of the bottle. I'm not fancy with a blender.
Yeah, Tom has a specific recipe where he blends like expensive and cheap like tequila to get like the optimal margarita for the price. And then adds like a dash of a like orange. Look, he's fancy about his margaritas.
Yeah, look at that
I'm
man.
I'm sure the particular liquor snob in this chat is not crying.
It's fine. As
Mhm.
long as he enjoys.
I hardly even know her.
I'm definitely not in slight pain that nice bottle of tequila I got drank in margaritas in one night.
Yeah, but Gary, counterpoint. Look at that face.
He enjoys
Does that look like a man who cares?
it. I know.
Enjoy.
And honestly, so as long as he enjoyed it, I'm happy.
And to be fair, I love Tom's margaritas.
yeah, they're
Clear.
great margaritas.
Yeah.
And if that's how he likes it, good.
If you ever give me alcohol, Gary, I'm gonna drink it with soda. Just so you know.
Guess what? Do you know how much I drink these days?
Not a lot.
I basically don't drink.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want you to realize what you have done to me there, Wendy. This is my first drink in over a year.
Welcome.
You have driven Melly to drink
Listen,
in your first
Listen.
session of D&D with her.
I had a lot to live up to because I'm replacing Maurice here. Like, I have a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. The party needs
I
to be
feel
less
like
hinged.
I feel like in one session you have already derailed this entire mission more than Maurice has in a single session.
Guys, I would like
I
to
don't
appreciate-
know if that's true.
Not in the campaign, but in a single session.
Okay, yeah.
how far we've gotten in this quest that I have for you guys. You haven't even met the main guy that you're talking to about it yet.
Hell yes.
Yes, we have.
No, you
we
have
can see
not.
the Baron yelling at Victor.
Yes, you have gotten him yelled at by his dad.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're not just gonna murder this guy instantly?
You might. I don't fucking know.
How are we gonna get Elpis out of this attic? Well, actually, no, I take that back. You're gonna have to get Elpis out of this attic without the help of 2 of the party members.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
How many?
how did-
You have 3rd level slots, right, Parker? 3rd
Yep.
level. Oh wait, no, you'd need a 4th for another invisibility.
Yep.
All I'm gonna say is Victor finishes getting yelled at by his dad. He comes back upstairs. Clypeus turns visible for half a second. Does this. Turns invisible again.
Hell.
Oh, damn it.
Jesus Christ. Well, hold on. Because you've been very true. Parker, what are you doing? Because I need a breather from you two for a second.
I am looking over the room, seeing if I can identify any scrolls or any tomes or anything like that
Make
that
an
might cue me in
investigation check.
on what the fuck is happening. That is a 24, Gary.
So hidden, like you're searching and you find like a hidden compartment in one of the desks. It is still currently closed.
Do I see any glyphs of warding on this?
Make an investigation check.
It's only a 14.
You see some sort of what is it? Like it seems to be a modified version of the alarm spell.
Hmm. Okay. Keeping that in mind, is there anything else that I see in the room?
You see some papers like that are hastily covered that seem to have like teleportation circle diagrams, notes about the ethereal plane, and some basic necromancy and like some necromancy as well. Well, it seems basic, but make it an Arcana check.
Oh, Yep, hold on.
Jeez.
I would like to know
It
everything
seems
about this
simple.
book.
It seems simple at first, but the like some of these notes and the diagrams, it's actually just very, very archaic styles of magic notes, such as one might have found in a very, very old spell book.
Hmm.
And also, like looking around at the bones, there seem to be about 6 like cat skeletons. They're just currently in kind of a pile.
Okay. All right. With all this in mind, I'm going to back out of the room for now.
Okay. You close the door behind you?
I do not, because it was left open when Victor came out.
Okay. You're just leaving it as it was when he left. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how it was either. Alright. Tarmac and Elpis. Hello. After we've established that this is not Tarmac's time of the month.
No, just recovered, Gary. How did you end up here in this attic?
You basically regained consciousness in this corner.
Actually, what day is it?
Gary, what day is it?
Nobody's. You mean you guys haven't been tracking it?
The funked Hunt of
Actually,
Sunday.
I have keen mind, Gary.
I don't fucking know what day it is, Parker. Make up a day.
There you go.
Clearly, it's
Mm.
a
Was it-
Tuesday.
Hold
It is
on,
Tuesday
hold
time.
on. You know what?
Tuesday,
Fuck it. I'll
Tuesday.
give you a day. Also, Elpis,
You know
would
what
you
days
have had
are.
any reason to know what day it was at any time before this?
Honestly, that's a really fucking fair point. Does this bitch have a sense of time to begin with?
I feel like that adds to the joke, though. It's just the
Yeah, we
response
say a
is,
date,
huh.
and
What
you're just
day
like,
is it?
that means nothing to me.
Exactly.
Also, we're all from different planes, so our days might be said
Yeah,
like
I was
different
gonna
things
say this is the
too.
worst question to. Parker, what
I
day?
have
would
no memory of
What
this
day would it
place.
be for Clippius?
Um,
Because you've never
right-
established a time frame in Barovia. You've never asked anyone.
So this is actually great because Calipius came from my old D&D world, which used the real world calendar because I was too lazy to make a different one.
That's fair.
So I will say that it is currently when I left, it was like Tuesday, June 6th, and we've probably been here for like what, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, like a week and a half, I think.
So it's like maybe early July right now, from Clippius's perspective.
You have not heard these terms before.
You know what? Close enough. I was asleep. Kind of. It's more of a, apparently, like, people do things called dreaming, but I don't do that. It is usually just a void. And then someone kept, like, poking me. And then I woke up.
Oh, Parker, there would have been one more book you saw while you were in there. This one it's simply titled Ethereal Entities, Denizens of the Unseen Realm by Mordenkainen.
Oh, is that one of the erotic ones?
It is not an erotic. You'll have to read it to find out.
It might be for Clippius. Shit. Well, I want to steal it, but I also feel like we need to talk to Victor, and it probably wouldn't help if I just stole his book. I'll wait. For now.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know about that one.
Can we say that Kuvir and Areta are outside the main door?
Of course.
We're just sitting on the front steps, just listening in through Areta's bug.
I feel like fucking Cuvier is probably positioned in an area where you can just hear what's going on.
Do we want to fast forward here, or what?
I'm ready when
Alright.
you guys are ready to move on.
I've
to
left the video chat because I'm listening to chill music now because we're just outside. Like, we've got, like, ice cream somehow. We're just sitting on a porch.
You guys got some pies from somewhere? They might be meat pies. It's hard to
Yeah.
tell.
Cuvier and Areta are playing a different campaign right now.
There you go.
They're
No,
not
we're
playing
Just
Curse of
running down
Strahd.
some stalls right now.
As you guys are having this conversation, and you're continually dumbfounded by whatever it is Elpis is saying, you just hear like Vic yell, "Fine, I'm sorry, jeez," and run upstairs.
Jeez, Dad.
Jeez, Dad, you're not my real dad. No, and then start climbing back up the attic. This time he actually pulls it shut behind him.
Oh, okay, freeze.
I'm gonna, like, put the sheet back on.
I like to think that Tarmac freezes too, even though he's invisible.
Oh, Clippius absolutely does as well. Just like,
Yeah, no, Tarmac.
Eyes go down.
Alright.
No, I'm not. I close my eyes.
So he walks in, he closes the door, he waits, he listens for a second, and he turns, he's like, "Okay, I know there's people here. Come out or I'm blasting this whole room."
You don't know how much I'm not doing this, but you don't know how much of me is tempted to say I drop invisibility on Tarmac.
Oh, honestly, do it. That's oh my god.
I'd
He's
have to
there,
go
and you see
through
him
the-
like starting to cast beginning to etch out some sort of spell.
No,
I drop
Tarmac is-
invisibility on both of us with my wand pointed at him and say, "Careful,
Yeah,
boy.
and
I don't
Tarmac
think you know what you're doing."
also pulls out his hand crossbow, following Clypeus's lead. He holds his other hand up, and says, "Oh God, I just saw his token. I didn't see it the first time."
It's so bad.
I don't know what the fuck is that.
That's a normal 15-year-old boy, Colin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Parker, make an Arcana check.
Gen Z's, Gen Alphas really do be fucking.
Yeah, that's what my
robbed.
younger brother looks like.
Not great. 15.
He seems to be holding a cone of coal.
Impressive magic, son. Where'd you get that from?
That's none of your business. Drop your wand and tell me why you tried to break in.
Oh, thinking is hard.
Can I kind of pipe up at this point?
Actually, as everyone's standing there,
Fuck.
you all feel like a slight chill go through the room, and Victor seems to notice something. He stops focusing on you for a second, and like he still looks at you, Carter. He's like, just tell me why you were here.
I'll just kind of nod at him, kind of look at his hand and look at mine, slowly, like, tilt my wand down, like not pointing at him anymore, and just go, same time, okay?
He
I'm
nods.
gonna start lowering my wand.
Tarmac lowers his the crossbow in sync, and is really trying to think of a way to signal Cuvier and Areta.
Oh, Cuvier is outside, like, listening in on this whole thing, just talking to Areta, like... I'll give them, like, 2 minutes. If there's an explosion in that 2 minutes, we'll rush up. But after that, they're fucked.
Okay, thanks.
So why were you here?
want the reason why we're here?
Yes.
What's her name again?
Stella.
We're looking into what happened to Stella.
Do you think you can help with that?
Depends on what she did.
Here, I'll explain. I don't know what to do anymore.
Right. Okay, I'll take his lead.
Yeah. Insight check.
Go for it.
Yeah, joining you on that one. My man.
Like, I would offer you some,
No.
but I don't think it's gonna get there fast enough.
My man.
He seems genuinely concerned about whatever's going on.
15 for me, Gary.
Stays the same.
Okay.
Listen, sorry if we came across as a little hostile, but believe it or not, we can be very helpful, and we got
When
nothing.
you're not apparently trying to blow yourselves up. Who doesn't? Who tries? Why? You should have just waited for me.
Well, Clypeus thought there was a monster behind the door. Sorry, no, that's
you
not.
destroyed my cats. It's gonna take me so long to get them back up again.
Are you practicing necromancy in there?
Are
Yeah.
you winning, son?
So,
It's a bit disgusting, isn't it?
well, fuck you.
Well, I've got no qualms with the dead. I mean, I don't personally
They're
do
not
it, but
rotted or anything. It's just the bones. And besides, they're still the cats.
also
this is a
and
this
they
is a
don't make any
philosophical
mess.
discussion I'm not having with a 15-year-old that looks like they've been dead for 3 years.
So he goes, he's like, and so he comes in. He's like, so, I think I don't really know what happened.
well,
Let
I-
me give you my best guess before you go too far.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna point to the skeletal remains of the cat, and I'm gonna go. Something that was in one of those is now in her, and I'm gonna point to the book about the ethereal point, and I'm gonna say, and somehow she's there. Yeah.
Yes, basically. And it's because of that. And he points at the teleportation circle.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I need your help. I kind of convinced one of the servants to try and help me look for her, and I think he's dead now.
You're not a good person. Do you know that?
Oh, shit.
I just want to get out of here. And I thought, and like Stella was helping me, and I thought we had it figured out. She wanted to get out of here too.
Okay, so I assume she's the one that wrote in the debt to me then.
Probably. She can kind of do that sometimes now. But it
But
really
she
wears her
couldn't
out.
before?
It really wears her out. She doesn't have, her connection seems to be fading, and I'm worried if we don't do something fast, she's just going to be gone forever.
Wait, so when you talk about her connection fading, she was not always able to do this, but now she is, or she was
Like,
able to do it more
when
frequently?
she was still in her
before?
body, she was a normal person, and
Right. Okay.
her soul or whatever is like got separated.
Okay, well, first of all, no offense to you, but you obviously did not come up with this magic on your own. Where did you learn it from? I need to see the source material you were working from before I'm going to be able to rederive any of this.
I found this, and he reaches into this, opens the compartment, and pulls out one hell of a spell book.
is Aretta's bug still up here?
Yeah. He's like, is it just you guys?
There's a couple of friends who were with us, but they're not up here. They're probably outside right now waiting for us.
Come on, I'll help you get them inside. We should all be here for this. And he's like, here, just the rest of you wait here. And he just casts invisibility on Euclipius. He's like, just come with me.
All right.
So he basically takes you out, walks you downstairs, get outside. He's like, where are they? And he's like, and then he looks around for a second. He's like, wait, is the? Assuming you guys are waiting around. It's like, I'm assuming the
weird ones.
The weird one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be
we're
good.
outside. We're definitely looking like we're attempting to chill, but we are just such weird people that we stand out.
Yeah, you have a small crowd just sort of staring at you.
I feel like Cuvier actually looks like kind of chill because he's just sitting there, like he's listening to everything, but he's just sitting there like nothing I can do about it. And then there's Aretta.
And Aretta looks stressed, but she's ready to try to help out, but she's like, I'm only gonna make things worse if I do. So she's like,
He kind of motions to all of you. He's like, here, come with me, and he kind of leads you guys around behind a building where there's no one around. He drops your invisibility and then recasts invisibility on all three of them, on all three of you guys.
This guy's got a lot of spell slots.
He hasn't used them on anything today.
I was gonna say he's
Got up
at least
to
got
level
4th
4,
level
yeah.
spells.
Like,
Yeah.
So-
5th level.
Fifth?
Ton of Cold is a
He was
5th
gonna
level
cock
spell.
us.
Oh, I thought it was 4th level for
It's
some
5th
reason.
level.
Nah, it is a level. Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, just follow me, and slowly guides back through the house. stopping briefly to he's like, go up to the attic, stopping briefly, like running into the Baron, arguing with him for a minute before going back upstairs. Gets you guys all into the attic together.
Ew.
Hey. Also, Tarmac is going to like try and, while Clippius is talking to Victor, casually go back over to Elpis, who I assume has stayed under the sheet this entire time and not said anything.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Fear.
I'm just gonna be like, lean over to you while Victor's distracted and be like, is it safe for you to move around him? Do you not want him to know that you're alive?
He was really grumpy. He did wake me up. I don't think I ever really told him. Do you think he'll be okay? Do you think he'll freak out?
You know what? He might freak out a little bit, but we could use all the help we can get.
The help us you can get?
All the help us we can gelp us.
Help us.
Oh god.
Hey Google, turn on the wizard.
Help us,
I
help
swear,
us.
the two of
Our
you
only
in
hope.
the room having a conversation, you can just hear the one brain cell bouncing around.
It is just. They're both.
And it's
the
everyone
problem-
which-
It's
whichever
like
one
that
of you
DVD
isn't talking.
logo that
Yeah,
bounces
that
around.
logo.
Every once in a while, it does hit perfectly in the corner. You
they're
have
just
an
having
idea.
to share it for the conversation.
I'll, like, timidly kind of take off the sheet and just kind of completely pull it off me at this point and just kind of tuck it under my arm. I don't know if I'll ever use it again, so I might need it.
We're currently on a quest to help a girl stop acting like a cat.
I forgot. This didn't have a sane start.
Isn't
No,
that
it did not.
seen as like a good thing in some cultures?
Not this one.
I guess I can't judge if my dad acts like a bat.
Oh no! Does that ring any
apparently-
bells?
So your dad doesn't
Apparently
actually
we're,
act
Not-
like a
not
bat,
right
though.
now.
There's a
It doesn't.
difference.
I know he doesn't. There's a difference. There is a difference.
He doesn't go around screaming in order to see. There's a
no,
slight
this-
difference.
This was pretty bad. Like, 'cause she couldn't take care of herself bad.
Well, like not. Yeah. Okay. I'm really bad with animals. Animals tend to try and want to eat me because I kind of like look at like gesture to the vines and most of the wood that.
Tarmac like looks over his shoulder looking for
speaking of
Maurice,
which-
only to realize he's not there.
Speaking of which, Elpis, you would see Areta. Areta, would you care to
No, I'm
describe
invisible.
yourself?
Or
Oh no,
it
he would
was-
have dropped it as soon as you guys arrived.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna like kind of gesture at this, and you see that now that there's more like visible, the wood had actually parts of it has actually been like carved into what looks like map, like simple like geographical landmarks. Very briefly, but it's fairly well done, even in like hard to reach places.
I guess
So
we
wait,
should all
has,
actually fully describe ourselves now.
has
Yeah.
everyone arrived at this point? Okay.
Mhm.
Tarmac's tapping out.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry to you're welcome to continue the conversation. I just want everyone to be here finally.
Oh yeah.
What, we're getting to the plot? What the fuck, Gary?
No, I don't. Are you kidding me? I don't think any plot is about to happen for at least the next 20 minutes.
Hell yeah.
It's
Because
only
there
been
is just
3 hours.
and we've finally all ended up in the same room with Victor. It only took 3 hours.
Yeah.
Listen, what you knew was the quest NPC is what we thought was the final boss.
Yeah, that's a fair
I mean, to
point.
be fair, I think what happened was the last time we interacted with Victor, we had a very angry Cuvier basically yank him by the throat, say, "What the fuck did you do to her?" and then we got kicked out, or something along those
no,
lines, and
we
got yelled
never
at.
interacted with Victor before.
You guys
this.
never interacted with Victor at any point.
I thought we yelled at
Oh.
somebody, and
That was Blinsky.
That was Blinsky
I think
with Irina.
Cuvier.
Shit.
Well, I think
Like-
Cuvier might have like offered to do that or considered doing that, like when discussion was happening with the
No,
lady.
that was like all the stuff with Blinsky. Maurice was really.
okay, so I remember
fucking against
threatening
Blinsky.
Victor was on the table or happened at
Oh,
some
it was
point.
definitely being discussed.
Yeah, but like the actual threat that happened was like Maurice was really into figuring out what the fuck was up with Blinsky and the dolls, and Cuvier was just like,
Okay.
I can try
Have fun,
to
Colin.
like
I think the
force him
brain
to
cell
tell
has
us.
left him.
Mhm.
When
Like,
do
you're
you
in charge.
capture his brain? When do you capture Colin's brain cell?
Wendy, you've killed Colin and caused Melly to drink.
Congratulations! This is what you've done. First
You know, I think that's
introduction.
out of first introductions.
I can't
like, I
spin
think that's a
around
fairly
in my
solid
chair.
eight.
I have a wired headset.
Colin, are you okay?
No.
All right.
Is anything about this scream okay, Gary?
No,
I think that's
the
okay.
raccoons definitely
Okay.
don't.
So
Yeah,
I guess
so-
if we're going with character descriptions, I would say so Areta is what looks like a sheep person at one point, roughly a little bit more than 6 foot tall, who is covered in extremely spiny vines, like couple inch long spines.
It
which
does seem to
seem
be
to
oozing
have-
slightly from between them.
Oh.
Yes, there's a lot of like at this point, because of the invisibility, there's a whole bunch of like random leaves and bits of fabric that have been acquired during the journey to this room, just kind of stuck to Areta that she's picking off awkwardly, and she probably is too busy trying to look around and try to understand what's going on in this room to realize that you were in this room the entire time. I think you were probably under the sheet for most of it, with the bug not really getting good vision.
Yeah.
Cuvier can go next. He's just a dude. He's got slightly pointier ears than just like a normal human, but he's brown to somewhat reddish hair. That's longer, and he's definitely grown out a beard in the however many days or weeks they've been here. He looks rough. He has no eyes. But like watching him walk around and stuff, he's not really bumping into anything. Like he's avoiding all of the like debris and shit on the ground, and like every once in a while if like you're listening in, you'll either hear him like click with his mouth, or like every once in a while there's like a high-pitched whistle that's like kind of hard to hear. But yeah, and he does have like if you look really closely on his forehead, he does have like a slight birthmark or tattoo that basically looks like a sun symbol. Yeah, and he's wearing some form of uniform, like a soldier's uniform or something like that. But it is definitely not from here.
Oh boy. Okay. Clypeus is a very short, very, very pale, like almost unnaturally so, blonde Asimar who has, oh man, which side of the body is it? I forget.
Left.
Left side of the body is completely covered in spell burns that have been traced over with abjuration runes that glow slightly. Half the head is shaved as well, with half of the face being covered in those tattoos as well, and a thin circlet that goes around that has a symbol of an eye on the front. And she's also wearing like robes, but also armor, and seems to be carrying a lot of books on her.
And then Elpis, have you given a description yet?
I'll give a full one now that I also have the thing up. So now that the sheet's off as well, you see, probably wouldn't stand out too much in this attic, but wooden slash metal automaton. You can still you can see there's like steel fiber and the metal skeleton underneath, but the outer exterior is very much like rough slash carved tree bark. Lanky, but like a good 6'6". Like this is not a she would stick out very
Return
much.
of the tall women. Let's go. Well, construct women. Or construct.
Construct women.
That knows about
There
the
you
time
go.
of the month and has a mother.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I think the
Don't think about
two
it too much.
tallest party members in this group are women, because I
Women,
think
yeah.
Aretta's taller than Cuvier, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Cuvier is 5'9".
The two
Ah.
tallest people in the party are both not bony,
Oh, leafy
branchy,
women.
tall
Oh,
wood
leafy.
women.
Viney.
Wooden women.
Yeah.
Woodmen.
But you do see that there are just entangled with vines and some most have dried off, but leaves across the upper body, almost like a mantle. And it's some some are carved, some areas are almost wood burned. All seem to be fairly intentionally artistic. No, I'm not gonna. Probably only Clippius would see, but also yeah, there are traces of runes across the body as well. Not as intricate, but just enough to probably enough to be arcane sigils that keep her going. And yeah, no face, just eyes. And she kind of
You know, usually I'd be freaking out, but at this point, I think I'm just desensitized, and you seem really nice. So,
I'm not a ghost.
What are you?
I kind of saying it to the party in general.
Questioningly, am I?
Am I?
I don't know. The last ghosts we
not a
ran
ghost.
into were quite convincing.
Oh yeah, no,
No,
that's
but once
true.
I went blind, I could tell that they weren't actually there. She's here.
Kind of hold up the sheet that I was under. It's
It was an effective disguise.
Yeah, it really scared
I
me.
kind of
We're all just so dumb. We're confused by the Halloween sheet costume.
I like that Carmack had a stronger reaction to the Halloween sheet than the actual ghost messing with things around him.
You see,
So,
okay,
I
I
don't
think
he's
when you're
come
are you
to
talking
process
about
the actual
Yeah, I'm
ethereal
just being
ghost.
silly.
Are you talking about the thing that fell over?
Yes.
I thought that was once she was there, I figured that was her.
No.
Okay.
Alright,
And
so I hate to do
didn't
this.
see the writing in the
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I was just being
yeah.
silly. I think it's reasonable, but I'm just giving you a hard time.
yeah, because I don't think Tarmac fully realizes he's gonna be scared in a bit.
Yeah.
after we leave the attic.
This was fucking chaos. But yeah,
Everything is
I
fine.
I think now is a good spot to call it. Now that we're introduced. But yeah. Now, Wendy, you get to experience blips.